This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my bets in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff, even Charles Barkley's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in select states. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw the tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day, y'all can sing it if you want to, for me to whoop somebody's ass. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am out in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Let's sing together. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be. I'd just like to say good morning to Rip Taylor. Hello, Rip. Got the giant scarf going on over there, just like Rip used to. All you need is
I have confetti in my pocket.
Confetti to throw it in the air. You're all set. Hi, Pat. Hey, Chick. There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hello. Christy, you look very nice.
Thanks.
Chick commenting on your lovely scarf.
What is that, rayon?
No, it's
It's got to be rayon, right?
It's
gotta
a
be
Marc
rayon.
Jacobs, actually. It's got little skulls on it. See?
Rayon wears like iron.
See? Got little skulls.
Little skull. That's
Oh, that's like a
Skulls.
rock and roll thing. Right?
Okay, very good. Well, hello. We have a lot to get to today, but first I have to ask a quick question. Patty G, yesterday you came here. You had to go back home. You lost your iPad. You said
You were in a tizzy.
you thought you left it at the car wash. I
Girlfriend
noticed,
went to the car wash looking for it.
noticed it's back.
Stolen.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it right there. What happened?
I went back to my apartment and I was panicked and I was jumping all around, looking all around.
Sure.
And, when I went back home after the show, there it was, right on the couch.
Oh,
In my not very funny.
So,
but,
hang on a second. So, when you left here, you went to your apartment to
Yeah.
look for your iPad.
but you thought you left it at the car wash. You said.
yeah,
because you didn't see it when you went to the apartment.
I didn't see it. Yeah,
Huh.
I had all the lights on. I don't know why. I was,
Maybe she found it and put it on your
no,
couch.
she's not like that.
That happens. Sometimes you're looking
Wait,
so
wait.
hard for something and you don't. It's right
Right.
there
Yeah,
because you're looking so. You
Oh,
don't see
wait,
the
who's
forest.
the she at your apartment?
Who the hell else would it be?
You had a-
Paul?
No,
You
his
had a-
girlfriend went to.
Yeah, she went all over.
She went looking
She went-
for it.
You know what?
Was trying to help him.
Tom, you're a troublemaker. Is
Yeah,
what
you
you
are.
are.
No, I. No, you
So
had
I
a
thought maybe she.
occasional home game. I had
I
no
thought
idea.
maybe she had found it and dropped it
Yeah,
off
no,
at your
no.
apartment.
She looked all over for it. Thank you. God bless
Or
her.
maybe she found it, knew you'd lost it, knew you were coming to look for it, hid it, and then put it on the couch after you got back to the show
No.
to drive you crazy.
Boy,
Wait
that's
a minute.
something.
That would be. That would
A little conspiracy theory.
I'm just saying.
And then she set it up so that the Dallas Mavericks got the first pick. I say conspiracy.
Once again, Tom's been listening
Why
to
do you
sports
care
talk
about
radio just enough to make him dangerous.
God.
here we go.
Yeah, the fix is
gonna
in
say,
on the NBA.
No, it's
Lottery.
reflective of contemporary culture.
Here we go.
The constant conspiracy theories about everything.
Frozen envelope.
Yeah.
Frozen envelope.
That was a New York Knicks thing. Never mind.
Ping pong balls. Who knows? We'll be getting to some sporting news shortly, but I guess we have to hit a couple things right away.
What?
In the world of sports, we had
What?
some significant things going on.
Oh, the Pacers advanced.
Yay.
Tyrese Halliburton had 31. Pascal Siakam. We need a nickname for him. And celery.
Rock'em Siakam,
Pascal, what is his last name?
Siakam.
Siakam.
like the Rock'em Siakam,
Sock'em
robots.
That's what
I said that. I said that yesterday to utter silence.
Yeah.
Well, it's consider the source.
Oh, fair. I
You said
get
about 5 things.
So Rock'em Siakam.
Yeah.
it's not hitting you right.
It's not bad.
But now, wait a second. I think the fact that we're missing something here
Huh?
is this is one of your best impressions. I mean, Chick McGee does some great impressions, including, of course, the ball going into the hole while playing golf.
It's not what it was initially, but
Yeah,
it's not.
But the Rock'em Sock'em Robot, I think
Maybe
is
you're
your,
out of practice.
is your best one. That's
Yeah,
your
you are
closer.
out
Let's just say that you've been doing your.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Good night. What's that, ma'am? You want to hear the Rock'em Sock'em robot sound effect of getting my block knocked off?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting my knob blocked off?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it, all right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are the Rock'em Sock'em robots still popular?
Yes.
They're
Well,
not
no,
popular, but they're out there, and they're
You can still
smaller,
buy 'em.
and they're harder plastic, and
Have they been supplanted by the video game revolution?
they're mushy plastic now.
Are they really?
They're mushier, yeah. They're only about half size.
They were pretty fun.
Do you ever have your friend over to play Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and in the course of playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you genuinely get mad and you reach out and punch your friend in the face instead of using the robots?
No.
Did
That happened to you?
No. Yes, that happened to me.
Did you prefer to be red or blue?
I was always red.
Oh, okay.
And they had nicknames like the Red Rocker and the Yellow Menace or something like that.
I didn't know
There
that.
was a
till I
yellow
met you.
one?
Yeah, I thought it was red and yellow, right?
Well, I thought it was red and blue,
Red
but
and
I could
blue.
be.
Is it red and blue?
I could be
Maybe it
wrong.
is
My,
red and blue.
my memories have failed me before.
Red and blue, yellow ring, right?
Yeah, the primary.
Now we have some. You were
The final
discussing the
score,
Pacers.
Pacers 114, Cleveland 105 in Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell of the Cavaliers said, We let the whole city down. They were the number 1 seed, and now they're out of the playoffs. Oklahoma City's Thunder last night, 112-105 win over the Nugs.
Oklahoma.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had 31. Nikola Jokic, he needs to step up and do more for the Nuggets.
Joker?
Yeah, he had 44 points, 15 rebounds last night. I don't know.
Consistently disappointing.
If he's gonna keep mailing it in like that,
Yeah.
come on. And Pete Rose and shoeless Joe Jackson, just to name a couple, have been reinstated by Commissioner Rob Manfred of Major League Baseball, and both are eligible for the Sports Hall of Fame now. But apparently, as I understand it, they're not going to be able to be inducted until the vote's taken in late 2027, and they would go in 28.
It'll be interesting. See what happens.
If you say so.
Oh, you think it's
well, they go in. It's a no-brainer. Of course they go in.
Oh, I don't know. There's still some holdouts.
Did you
see
though,
Giamatti's son?
But that's the thing
He's
about
upset about it.
The baseball writers and the football writers. They all get way too personal about it to keep certain people out of the Hall of Fame. And I guess if I had a vote, I'd hold it over your head.
Sure. Would you vote Pete in or out?
I'd vote him in. Of
course.
Absolutely.
It's the best.
It's the old argument. Can you talk about Major League Baseball without mentioning Pete Rose's name? No, you can't.
Well, but what about the fact that he didn't want to be in posthumously?
Yeah.
Pete himself said, no, don't do it.
Well,
do while I'm alive.
A lot of us don't get what we want.
Once again, his say is no longer.
Oh, no, I think it's got to stay valid.
Well,
his family is in favor of it. So.
I think they're doing him a disservice.
Part of the reason that they voted him in is they said that he's no longer a threat to bet on baseball.
No, the reason
because he's dead.
As recently as 2018.
Oh.
Wow.
The reason they're voting him in is we're all missing the point.
What is it?
Well, the folks at DraftKings are building the new wing at the in Cooperstown, and who better to have greeting you as a Pete Rose robot as you walk into the DraftKings Cooperstown Hall of Fame.
And by the way,
for sports betting, they'll have a little booth right there where you can bet on the games.
DraftKings, FanDuel, I am available. I can be bought. Give me a call. Let me know.
You know who has money to spend on spokespeople?
MGM Grand.
Those phone games. Have you
yeah.
Hey, played Gems of the Pirates or whatever, and it's 3 of the biggest Hollywood
Courtney
stars.
Cox and Lisa Kudrow came up on mine the other day.
Crazy.
$9 million a minute.
Right.
Okay. Now, do you know why they call him Shoeless Joe Jackson?
He apparently didn't wear shoes.
Yeah, in the third inning of a second game Major League Baseball, he's in the outfield. He goes back to catch a fly ball. He realizes, just as he's going up, he forgot his shoes in the dugout.
Oh, is that it?
No.
Oh.
I like that story, though.
Thank you.
I did,
Thank you very
too.
much.
I was really biased.
I was kind of curious.
Edge of your seat, weren't you?
I'd heard a couple of apocryphal stories much like that one.
Yes.
So I looked it up. He was playing for the Greenville Spinners, first of all.
Oh.
Great name. The Greenville Spinners in South Carolina. He developed blisters. He was wearing a new pair of cleats. The pain got so bad he took off his shoes and played the rest of the game without them in his socks, and he got heckled, and he called him, "You shoeless son of a..." And the name stuck.
So shoeless son of a bitch didn't take off, huh?
They couldn't print that on the baseball card.
Yeah.
Even here it says son of a gun.
Say it ain't so, you son of a bitch. Say it ain't so.
There's a school of thought that he was, hands down, the greatest Major League Baseball player that ever lived. Period. And
Why was he kicked out?
He was part of the
Black Sox
Beyond the
game.
blame.
But sort of unfairly.
The 8 men out.
They kind of he was easily manipulated because
Okay.
he wasn't
Didn't
all
he
that
have
intelligent.
he had a a really good series, right?
He was a savant.
Yeah,
In the-
he didn't really take. Yeah,
I think he did.
but he couldn't read or.
Seacott and some guy named Chick were the crooked ones, actually, on the White Sox.
Now, we'll be reviewing many things today, but right now we're going to talk about Father's Day. Oh, yes, right. We have the perfect gift for you.
That's right, Raycon earbuds, and they are for every day. That's why they call them Raycon's Everyday Earbuds. Did you know the Father's Day is right around the corner? What day is it?
It's June 15th.
June 15th, baby. Treat Dad to a pair of Everyday Earbuds by Raycon. He deserves to relax, recharge, enjoy his favorite music. You know he's out there mowing the yard in his black socks with his white tennis shoes and his shorts and his Raycons in with no shirt and the big straw hat. There's Pop mowing the yard. And speaking of batteries, Raycon Quick Charge Function, just 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, And they have a 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, and active noise cancellation. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. But take it from me, you're not going to need that. But what you do need is go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now and get up to 15% off site-wide. That's up to 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
That's interesting. They have a happiness guarantee. I bet your antidepressant doesn't have that. Huh? Can you send that back if you don't like it? No questions asked?
I know
no.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, so there you go. The beauty of Raycon earbuds. Better than any pharmaceutical. Thank you very much. Hey, by the way, speaking of great gifts, we have got we had a little thing we put together for a T-shirt, and people loved it, so we're bringing it back just for a few days. Our pop-up shop is now open. Go to bobandtom.com. Oh, I love this. They actually put the www on this.
Oh, stop that.
For those of you new to Earth, if you're just joining us.
That does sound something you do.
If you're just joining us from 1979. Yeah, bobandtom.com. These are really cool shirts in honor of the month of May. I think you'll get a big kick out of them. And we have some great letters coming up and more. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. And this is the Bob and Tom Show. Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want.
Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. And with 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more.
Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss.
Get started at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 off and use the code BobandTom50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. The code is BobandTom50 off at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hello.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Hey.
I'm Tom Griswold. He's Tom Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. I stand corrected. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Let's get to it. We got a ton of interesting letters here.
I'll be the judge.
You're the lady's going to be the judge.
She's not wrong.
I said weed. I didn't say
now,
weed.
this I think will interest you, Christy, because we were talking with the race car driver, Ari Lyondike. Really fun guy, nice guy, now retired, two-time winner of the Indianapolis 500. And he was saying that he still has this dream that he has about, still being in the race car.
Yeah, the high anxiety dream, I call it.
And you've talked about this a lot. Your particular high anxiety dream is what again?
I'm in a radio station, on a radio station I've never worked for in the past. And the song is running out and there's nowhere to go. You don't have, back in the day, now you just hit a button and it's all on a computer. But back when we were DJs, baby DJs, you either had it on a CD or a cart, if you will, but there was nothing, a record, a vinyl. There was nothing to go to, and you have nowhere to go, and it's just
it's
like,
a classic anxiety dream. I've had it, but the one I have now still is the school dream. You're sitting in the classroom, you're looking around, everyone's taking a test, they're all writing stuff, you don't know what to do, you've never been to the class,
never had that
and you're not going to graduate.
Are you clothed or not?
I am clothed.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
a once-a-monther for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You have the same school one?
Yeah.
So listen to this letter. This says this comes to us from Bonita Springs, Florida.
Oh, I love it there.
From, we'll just say BT. He writes, I was a firefighter for 30 years.
Oh.
About once a month, even though I've been retired for 11 years, I still dream we have a call and I can't find my gear.
Oh, no doubt he has that dream.
And it's a confusing address, and I can't find the place.
Oh,
man.
God.
Yeah, screw not being able to do well on a final.
No joke.
That's as stressful.
Lives are
dream.
lost.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting after all these years.
Yes.
And we were talking about, I would imagine a surgeon will have a dream in which he or she is in the middle of something and all of a sudden there are no tools or whatever. Everybody has that anxiety dream. Do you have one, Chick? Do you have the radio dream?
I don't. I have the teeth one, the tooth one a lot, where my teeth fall out, which
Really?
I guess is classic stress.
Yeah, that's common, but
I have them about 4. I have the stand-up one.
Which is that?
I'm on stage, and for whatever reason, I'm saying my punchlines before the setups, and people, or I'm like performing, and people are kind of walking out, and I'm like, wait a minute,
That's
forgetting your.
That happened, Josh.
That's not a dream, Josh.
What?
I was there. Well,
that was Toledo.
A short time.
I have the actor's nightmare also.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
You show
I
up
had
and you
that.
hadn't gone to any rehearsals or.
And it's the day of the play.
Yeah.
I've had
So it's
that,
like-
and that happened to me during my senior play in high school. I just went up. They call it going up, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, sure you
I
did.
did. He knows all the terms.
And I had, thank you, Pat. And my speech teacher, bless her heart, she was in the front row doing this, going through the script. See, where are we?
Line.
Oh, it was awful.
Now, Pat, do you have the stand-up comedy anxiety dream?
Yes, the guitar is out of tune. I don't know my
Wait a minute.
punchline.
Wait, that's not a
No, we're
dream.
talking about dreams, Pat.
We've already made that
Not
joke.
yesterday's show.
We both got the same bit.
Yeah,
weird.
unprepared, you know.
You come to work, you don't have your iPad with all your stuff on it. Oh, wait a minute, that happened yesterday.
So
You're not sure where
stand-up,
your car's
actor,
parked?
school. What's your fourth one?
Teaching. I all of a sudden I wake or in the dream I'm in Korea teaching again, and I realize I didn't tell Tom that I was going to Korea for a month to teach. Like I didn't tell anyone in my life that I was going back there.
Would you go back and do that?
If things really
Right.
kind of fell apart.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's sort of a plan.
You always
E.
speak. To me, it seems like you speak wistfully of it. And,
I really did enjoy it. I loved it. Yes,
Now, when
and
you
I
were-
could do it again.
When
But
you were in South Korea teaching, did you take lessons in Korean?
I did from a fellow a Korean teacher, meaning somebody I worked with who was Korean.
a lady.
They were all ladies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you paid well?
Yeah.
What is the Korean monetary unit?
Won.
No, I asked the name of
No,
the
no,
unit, not the name of your.
So you made a
not the name
ton
of
of
the guy.
money, a wonton of
No,
money.
yeah, obviously have something confused with Mexico. Now we're talking about South Korea.
Korean won.
Won. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is won equal to won? Or?
1,000 won was $1.
Oh my God! So it was like,
Essentially.
it was
Whoa.
like lira used to be.
Kind of. Yeah.
So like
yeah.
a 1 won note, you'd have to have a wheelbarrow to buy a pizza.
Had to slip pizza in there, didn't you?
Oh, sorry. Now, let me
Your
ask you
bank
something.
account would just be just a ton of numbers.
Not a. What do you mean?
Well, if
So you have a million won.
Like a million-
I see what you're saying. Yeah. It was yes, and then you would just go okay.
Now, were there
That's a lot of math.
a lot? Were you? Where did you live in South Korea?
In Jeonju, which is pretty much in the center of the country.
Now, let me ask you this: were there a lot of, and I'm not picking on you when I ask this, a lot of American, say, for example, fast food places? Was there Kentucky Fried? Was there?
There was Kentucky Fried Chicken and there was McDonald's, and they had different things.
Yeah,
they had some similar things
I bet
and some of the
so,
same
yeah.
things. Kentucky Fried Chicken was really different. Their biscuits were different. It was like a lot of stuff.
Why is this called the Bowser? Oh. You see there, hating dog. Okay, sorry.
KFD.
Didn't you say they had like fish or something at the movies instead of popcorn, or they had popcorn and fish or something?
They had popcorn, and one of the theaters, the popcorn was free. You would just, we couldn't believe it.
Wow.
You would walk up to like the popcorn popper and just serve yourself.
Wow.
was it good?
Yeah, it was good. But they had sodas and some candy, but then they had squid. And so you could buy squid jerky, and they had two flavors. One of the flavors was peanut butter.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
And
know
you
what
would
the
just see
squid? You know what the squid needs is some peanut
You'd
butter.
see little kids tearing off these tentacles and just chewing them.
Oh.
Yeah, they loved it. I didn't care for the dried squid very much.
Yeah, because you're a
Have
sane
you have
person.
taste buds?
Oh, that's amazing.
And McDonald's had a shrimp burger that wasn't bad. They called everything burger, so if you got it wasn't a McChicken, it was a chicken burger. So everything was just burger.
And is it? Did they say the word burger in English? Burger?
Yes, yeah. So you go up and order it, and
And they
everything
called it-
kind of has
They call it McDonald's, right?
chicken burger. You had to kind of give it that.
By the way, you can reach us if you'd like to be part of our letter segment. We'd love to hear from you. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. I'm particularly interested in these anxiety dreams.
Are you?
This firefighter's dream is great.
That's really stressful.
And he would also wake up standing in the middle of his bedroom, but he didn't have his fire gear. And he had to get to the. It's really interesting. Now, so send us yours. We'd love to hear from you. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's some more phrases from the family. This comes to us from Brandon. My grandmother, who was quite elderly, would say, "Watch out for that fella. He's very worldly. He's got Russian hands and Roman fingers."
No, I've heard that.
Oh, yeah.
My dad would say, when talking about my wife,
Let me have a go at her, son.
no, this is. I have to clean this one up.
Okay.
Okay,
No.
you're being warned.
Okay.
She's such a nice girl, she could fall into a barrel of wieners and come out sucking her thumb.
Oh, my God.
Well, that means she's not smart, is what he's saying.
No.
No.
In this case, she's innocent.
No.
No, she's
Very innocent.
There is a very similar one about not being smart.
Whoa, this is innocent?
Chaste.
Oh.
Chaste.
Very innocent. Very naive. Very
In other words,
Yeah,
there were
gotcha.
no-
We had another person write in, and it was the father would tell the son, "You're so dumb you could fall into a barrel of boobs and come out sucking your thumb."
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much different. Very odd to be referencing the son's wife in that context. Don't you
Yes.
think? Yeah.
That is
Well,
weird.
a tad awkward, yeah.
My grandpa would always say, when I would ask about his love life, it's like trying to stuff a marshmallow into a coin slot.
Okay. well,
Again,
there's
this family,
there's medication now.
this
so-
family
I've
needs,
heard
needs boundaries.
I've heard shoot and pull with a rope.
Yeah.
Limp, wet noodle, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything limp, I guess.
Yeah. You got one over there?
I got there was something broken out in a new spot, Tom. People are excited about Confucius sayings now.
Oh, I love these.
Here's just some examples. Confucius say, "Man who stand on his toilet high on pot." Confucius say, "Baseball wrong. Man with 4 balls cannot walk." And Confucius say, "Man found in cat house find self in dog house."
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
A man who eat prunes
Yes.
get good run for money.
Silly.
And by the way, I've noticed we have a prune glut.
I
in
saw
our
that
break room.
too.
Yeah, are those yours?
Eating your
You
prunes.
on a prune kick?
Are you on prunes now?
I thought you were doing the dates.
I do eat. I eat a lot of dates. I don't know who bunt. Oh, wait a minute.
Have you ever eaten
No
a date?
pun intended. Yeah, I don't know where those came from.
Oh,
I'm a fan, though. I'll eat a couple of them this morning. Very good.
Is it possible that you mentioned that you like prunes and possibly could we purchase some prunes and now you've forgotten it and that's how they got there?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't know they were.
All right. Confucius say, man who run behind car get exhausted.
oh, naturally. Yeah.
How about that? And Confucius say, Tom, wear no rubber. Make 10 kids.
Oh.
That was kind of a personal one.
Yeah, just kind of a.
Got a little
Kind of a
inside
fact.
there.
That was from Daniel. Thank you, Daniel.
Okay. Yesterday in the program, we had a really interesting story about the essence of it was outside of a bar somewhere in England. There was there's an ashtray on the wall, and it's one of those ashtrays that it has sort of 2 slots in it, about the size of a little bigger than a golf ball. And, you've seen those, and people would go up and they'd kind of stick their butt in and ash it in there. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like a mailbox. And Christy, do you have that story?
Yes, it's in Astley, England, and they're banning smokers there from using this public ashtray that Tom described. after it was taken over by a family of birds known as nesting blue tits. The birds moved into the wall-mounted cigarette ashtray, and they're known to bird lovers as Eurasian blue tits, a small passerine bird in the tit family Paradidae.
I love Eurasian blue tits.
The tits, chickadees, and titmice constitute a large family of small passerine birds.
So you can. I have a letter here from. Apparently, David knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Dear idiots.
Hi.
In the context of birds, I believe the word tit means small.
Yes.
There you go.
So there you go. If you were wondering about the
little
nesting blue tits.
Mrs. Lee, I can't help but notice your Asian blue tits.
Excuse me.
That's right.
And I believe I opined the phrase the T&A tits and ash got nothing yesterday, and it was
funny.
Oh, we enjoyed that.
It'll get nothing again today, but
I liked it.
It was all right.
I just blue tits in an ashtray sounds like the title of a chapter in a in Under the Volcano.
It sounds like a
the guy, well, I went down to the bodega, then I went to the bar next door, and then there was a dead hooker.
It's
naked, passed out in the bar with her boobs in an ashtray.
It's a Bobby Darin B-side. Blue tits.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, like 3 coins in the fountain. Blue tits in the ashtray. Anyway, the blue tit is there's a whole bunch of if you will, tit birds,
or if you won't. Yeah.
And
I have tufted titmouse in my yard all the time.
How do you know they're tufted titmouse?
Because I have my app.
Oh,
yes, and I see them.
Now the app, how does? Oh, is this is based on the sound?
My Merlin app, yes.
So it listens to the birds and it tells you it's a tufted titmouse.
Mm-hmm. And then I've seen them on my feeder because they bring up a picture so you know what they look like, and then they.
So yours are tough? Is that what you're saying?
Not mine.
Tufted.
Oh,
tufted.
Tufted.
Yeah.
So they have like a little plumage on the head.
They're very cute. They kind of look like a little blue jay.
They're very cute.
But with a little bit of brown on them, and they're gray instead of blue. They have a little.
Mm-hmm. Well, coming up in the news, speaking of birds, we have mysterious exploding birds near San Francisco.
Well, what's going on there?
Now, I've always heard rice will make a bird explode. Is that right?
I think that's.
I've heard that too. Because that's why they quit throwing rice at.
I think that's.
And Alka-Seltzer.
Yes, I've heard that.
Explode.
Yeah.
Have you heard this?
Why
I have
would
heard
you feed
that.
a bird Alka-Seltzer?
Well,
mean kids and
no, Pat. There's only, if you want to kill them, you give them Alka-Seltzer, and there.
Who's that crazy? Right now,
Not me.
Let's move forward here. Also coming up, we have some interesting sporting news. And as I said, we'd love to hear from you, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. Recent survey indicates that more than 25% of Americans are kind of concerned. They're avoiding, they're avoiding therapy or any work on themselves because they're afraid of being judged. Well, it's time to break that stigma, as they say. And one of the ways to do that is to seek out therapy. And by the way, the interesting thing about BetterHelp is the way that one accesses therapy. It's much more elegant, if you will, much simpler, because the therapy is done online. So if you're familiar with doing a Zoom call, say, or a FaceTime call, that's how the therapy is done. And you can even do it with the camera off if you're shy about that. You could even do it texting back and forth. The key is getting hooked up with a qualified and proper therapist, the therapist that fits your needs. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. After filling out a special questionnaire, you'll be linked up with a therapist, one of more than 30,000 licensed therapists participating in this program. And by the way, there are more than 5 million people taking advantage of the BetterHelp way of accessing therapy. Get the real details from the folks who know by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. I'll urge you to use the /BT show thing there to get 10% off your first month. And it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And the key to this is you can do it at your convenience wherever you are. So you could be in your car, at work, parked in the parking lot. You could be on the job site, whatever it might be. You could be at home in the peace and quiet of your place, just to be a lot more comfortable. Also, it's a lot more convenient and accessible. Get the details, betterhelp.com/BT show. Coming up in today's show, I'm very excited about some of this stuff, including what is the key thing that people are concerned about when they're using dating apps. Plus, we have exciting news from the world of the quinceañera. That's right. I'll try to say it again in English. Quinceañera. Anybody can say?
That's bar mitzvah in Spanish.
Precisely. Very similar. Except at most bar mitzvahs, you don't have one of those mariachi bands. Well, that would be funny. Do the bris. No, that's Polish, isn't it? Sorry. We'll try to get more precise.
It turned out just the way I thought it would.
You shut up, you idiot.
That was the foreskin polka.
Get out of here.
He's doing
the
it
foreskin
again.
polka. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
And it's coming up down the road.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Pat Godwin's here.
Hello.
Josh Arnold, Christy Lee.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's returned. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, and I was just giving a quick plug to our new shirt. We did a special pop-up shop last week, and it's so popular it's been brought back by popular demand. The pop-up shop is currently open. Go to bobandtom.com for all the details and to see the shirt honoring the greatest spectacle in radio.
And get on it. You never know when that shop's going to disappear.
That's right.
We
That's
were
why it's
talking
called
about
pop-up.
T-shirts, and I said I like long-sleeve T-shirt. I like a long-sleeve T-shirt.
You look good in a long sleeve.
And you said... you wore a long-sleeve golf shirt.
I don't wear T-shirts.
A couple weeks ago, correct?
I wear a lot. Well, I guess you'd call these golf shirts.
Polo shirts.
Polo shirts,
But
thank
you
you.
said you bought a long-sleeve golf shirt.
Yeah, by mistake.
By mistake.
Yeah.
Online?
Yeah, I bought it online, and I
Bought
didn't.
it online.
I obviously wasn't paying attention, took it out of the package, but I liked it. You just roll the sleeves up, and it looks like a short sleeve shirt.
You roll them all the way up past your elbows?
Well, no, but yeah.
Please tell me that there was a time in your life when you wore a short sleeve shirt and you rolled your cigarettes up in one of those.
Never did that.
Like
and you know what else
greaser?
I can't do?
What?
I've never been able, and I've done a lot of carpentry in my life.
Of course you have.
Never
You're
been
a
able to do the
woodworker.
pencil thing.
Big time woodwork.
Pencil in your ear?
Pencil behind your ear?
Yeah, that thing.
Huh.
What do you
There's a
mean you
hack.
can't do that?
I just never was that guy.
Listen to me. Put it in your hat. That's what I do. You always wear a hat, and then you slide it in your hat.
And I also, I'm never the sunglasses guy that puts them on top of the.
Oh no, you don't do that.
No,
or the guy that puts them. Oh, the guy that puts them in the back.
Right. I don't know how
That's
they
very
don't
odd,
lose
yeah.
them.
If I did
Yeah, I
that,
don't
I would think I'd look around for hours. Where are my sunglasses? They're in the back of your head, you idiot.
I like the attachment where you can wear your sunglasses around your neck, the little croaker or whatever they call those things.
Oh, yeah.
The chain.
Yeah, I have
they
that.
make waterproof ones for when I'm surfing.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Which I never.
Yeah, I have those. When I was a kid, Mrs. Leffler, the librarian, had the reading glasses on the chain. I remember thinking, I'll never have to do that.
When I was a kid, Mrs. Shutter wore glasses around her neck like that. She had huge cans, and she was like, I'm going to say 60, 70 years old at the time.
Did you ever go, man, I wonder what she was like when she was 26?
I have no doubt she was just a smoke show. But just had a huge.
So we're
bosom.
taking calls about your school librarians on a scale of 1 to 10.
What about the glasses that split apart, and so you have one?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then
I love those.
Mrs. Henwood did that.
Yeah, they have
our
like
teacher.
one.
Eddie has a
frame.
pair of those here.
Magnet glasses?
Yeah, they split apart, so you have like a frame on either side, and then you put them on. And I saw that yesterday.
They click into place with the
Yeah.
magnet.
Oh, no.
I've never owned them, but I always like to see them.
How do you feel about the phrase, I am warm for your form? How do you,
I like it.
I was
would
unaware
you
of it.
use that in
Never.
Where did you
in a
hear that?
dating?
Oh, that's a good one. I've heard that.
Oh,
been
no.
around.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Evidently, it's been around.
I love
I've
it.
not heard
strictly hack.
No.
Hack.
Warm for your phone.
I'm
I
warm
think
for
that's
your
what's so
form.
charming about.
No, it's hack. That's
All
saying
right.
I can't think of anything to say on my own, so I've referenced it from some stupid app,
Which is
or
why I
some
think that's charming.
douchey
How about-
influencer.
What would you say if you're wooing a woman?
Would
What
you say, if I told you you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Would you say that?
That's charming also.
is
How
no,
about that?
that's an old country song.
Well, it was
Well,
it was
before
a
it was,
saying.
yeah, the
before
saying
it was
waiting for was a
a
country
country song.
Well, by the time it becomes a country song, it's over.
Really?
That line. That is.
What do you got against America's
You must have
music?
friends in low places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to
when he
speak.
sees a honky tonk, I don't know what he's
I like to speak in hack cliches whenever
Must have an
possible.
achy, breaky heart that can't be fixed.
I think he's right.
Don't tell it. Don't tell my heart.
Oh, no,
Don't
my
tell
achy,
my breaky heart.
I see. I want to see the biggest part of me.
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, that's not country.
Oh, it has to be
just
country.
wants to-
No, that's just
How about Dan Fogelberg? Longer.
Oh, that's a goodie.
We used to do that medley,
Longer
followed by "Come on, Eileen."
Of course you did.
what a menace to the airwaves.
And you were upset because I Am Warm for Your Form was hack.
It is hack.
Is that right?
But come on,
If someone said that to me, I
Biggest
would.
part of me.
Into Come On, Eileen.
Come
that's
on,
not
Eileen.
hack.
That's not hack.
Then the phone would ring.
I don't think it's hack. I think they were the only guys doing it.
You do it
Is
on
that
the
right?
you do it on the air, and the phone would ring, and the voice would go, "I know what you're trying to do." Really? Then I'd look at the photograph. We used to keep a photograph by the phone.
Yeah.
Up in Petoskey, there was a photograph of the ugliest woman you've ever seen and the most hideous man you've ever seen, so that both the boys and the girl DJs would go, remember, this is who you're talking
So you
to.
never picked up anybody over the request line?
No.
Come on.
I
I
you
do
are a
not believe
liar.
that.
I don't believe him.
I don't
Only
either.
at live events. Where you get to to see the beef before biting in.
Yeah, hey, I've got 13 minutes before I got to go back on stage. You want to go knock this
No,
out?
I did witness several really cruel, evil things in this building done by others.
Cruel, evil
What do you
thing.
mean cruel and evil thing?
I'll
You mean
I'll
wild
give you a
and
short
crazy.
poem. Let's see. Let me count the words.
Well, no, you caught the people on
Yeah,
that
that's
guy's,
3 words a poem. Ready?
the guy on. The guy
Here we
on-
go. Ready? Sodomy journey tickets. There you go.
Boy, that's,
I was on the air when that happened.
That's one.
That's one what?
You said you have many.
Oh, I do have many. That's just the one I can put into the shortest poem.
Yeah.
Ace, did you ever have an encounter with a lady based on speaking to her on the request line?
Like at a concert, yeah.
No, that's not the request.
But not just, hey, you sound sexy, let's meet
Let's meet
later,
for coffee or
at
something.
Denny's, yeah. I
course
saw
he
Play
had.
Misty for me when I was very young. Oh, yeah. That movie, I bet, would scare any baby DJ, as you would say.
Ah, yes. You mean when it results in potential death? yeah. That's a little scary. Okay. Now, we were going to get to the sports page, but we didn't. I'm sorry. We'll have to.
We're out of time.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, we'll be back.
Give me the teaser.
That not a word. NBA playoffs last night. NHL playoffs. Pete Rose is eligible to be voted into the Hall of Fame. And circus performers in sports.
I'm going to prove myself right.
Guess where that comes
You say
from?
teaser is not a word?
You use it, but I can't believe
Okay.
it's being
Mr.
used
Mr. Classic
properly.
Rock, famous album title, teaser and the.
I know.
What is it, Pat?
Firecat.
Teaser and the Firecat by
Cat Stevens.
Cat
Well,
Stevens.
You know what Cat Stevens is? He's a troublemaker.
Yes?
Cat Stevens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he back to Cat Stevens, or is he still...
No, he's still.
Whatever. I thought he,
Yusuf Islam or whatever.
I thought he was
his name
touring his.
There you go.
No, he's touring his Yusuf Islam.
Troublemaker.
Yeah.
That'll pack him in. Okay, well.
What's the matter, Cat? You got through TSA too easily?
If only everybody on the face of the earth could check in with you before they make any decision.
I'm just saying.
The world would be a better place.
That was a bad decision.
I mean,
Cat Stevens was
not as
perfect.
bad. Not as bad as Prince.
You and Pat.
Not as
coming
bad
at
as
somebody.
Prince becoming the artist formerly known as Prince with an unprintable, whatever was called, glyph.
Yeah, that didn't
I
last long.
bet his manager wanted
you
to
are
jump
so
off
right
a
about
building.
that, Tom. You're right about that.
Thank you. I am.
You are so
we are
right.
in the O'Reilly.
Jump over the
Excuse me.
Bring it.
We
You're
are in
right
the.
about that.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Some of us will be returning and remain employed. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening. Portions of the show brought to you by Champion Windows. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're welcome.
There's so much we have to apologize for.
Mm-hmm.
Every day the list gets longer. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Oh, hello, Chick.
Hello. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hello.
In the swell T-shirt that Tom will tell you about, I'm sure, in moments. There's Josh Arnold.
With an important question about washing dishes. Coming up.
Ace Cosby returns. Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. What are you doing over there? Looks
I
like
was,
you're
I was just doing some detail work on my microphone.
fine. Well, now's the time to do it while we're trying to come back on the air. Good job.
Okay, there we go. Testing. How does it sound?
Cleaner.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Condescending and omnipotent, just like always.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Miss Hooker has on one of our shirts. You've got the white one on, and if you stand up and get out of the way, we can see the black one. I like that very much.
If you stand up and get out of the way.
Well, and Jess has been helping us out with all these shirts, and she's going to be the team leader in the shirt department.
She's going to be Italian apparently.
You know, you're more right than you know because she is Italian.
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to be our team leader.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey, sometimes you try an Italian accent and it doesn't sound exactly right.
It's okay.
I am all in on this. Until they drag him out kicking and screaming. I am all in.
Our little pop-up shop is popped up, and we've got these cool shirts. The black one is really sharp. Now, you're wearing the long sleeve one.
I am.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You'll find it at bobandtom.com. Did you notice on this forum they actually put the WWW?
I love that.
I did that.
It brings back memories
I
of the 60s.
Yeah.
The 60s.
It is old.
60s.
Okay, not maybe that.
Well, you know how Tom doesn't like old references.
No, not at all.
Tom, we know that one of your favorite things in life is doing the dishes.
Did them last night.
You have a
Very
system,
nice.
correct?
I do have a system, and we were a constant argument.
My brother texted. We have an Arnold Brothers group chat, of course.
Sure.
And he texted that he will occasionally, he was being sarcastic, goes, boy, do I love it when I empty the top rack of the dishwasher and put dirty dishes in without emptying the clean bottom rack.
I do.
Yeah.
And I said, who empties the top rack first?
I agree. Because the water falls down and
Exactly.
Yes.
Not every dish in the top rack is completely dry,
Right.
so that water drops down onto the
You have to do the bottom one first.
And so I was wondering, because Tom is such a lover of doing dishes, do you empty the bottom rack first or the top rack?
Oh, I have a whole system.
Well, this is a simple.
First, I get a large towel out and put it over the counter.
Yes or no?
Okay.
An absorbent towel.
Yes.
Then he,
Well,
then he calls
towels
Amy.
aren't absorbent.
Yeah,
the ones in our parlor bathroom.
The non-absorbent towels.
I don't know where Kelly got these things. It's like drying your hands with aluminum foil. But they look nice.
Those are Land's End.
Gosh, I hope she's waiting with her arms folded when you get a. Well, I understand you don't like the
Tapping a toe.
towels
So
in the bathroom.
I do it a different way. If she's not around, I'll do it. I put a big towel out.
Not around.
I'll get a big towel out, and then I'll sort of I'll just get everything out because it's still going to be wet, and then I hand dry it and put it in its proper place.
All right, okay.
But
You know, there's a dryer setting on your dishwasher.
Yeah.
There is, but it doesn't always work.
And it turns all your glasses cloudy.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Talking to you sometimes is like being in a congressional hearing.
It really is.
The question was,
Mr. Griswold,
Please answer
it
this
required a simple yes or no.
Top
do
rack.
you empty the bottom rack or the top rack first when you are getting
You
clean?
empty the bottom rack because the top rack is going to have stuff that's going to drip on
Right.
the
That's what
Exactly.
we were saying.
Yes.
And
So your brother is wrong.
And
Yeah, it was fast. But he's not, apparently. I think everybody I've talked to so far, 50-50.
which
then,
one?
Then you take a towel and dry everything in before you put it away.
Yes.
I do.
Which
Yeah.
one? Which brother is this?
John.
John is stupid.
Well, I think John is busy. His brain is. He's the one with twins who are 2. Or
all is forgiven.
and he has other kids as
As
well.
you load your dishwasher, do your two
Make
dogs?
sure a twin's not in there. Oh.
Do your 2 dogs come up and start licking the plates?
They try to.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
never.
Every night.
Yes.
He never does.
And then my little dog can climb virtually into the dishwasher.
Well, that's not a dog. That's a monkey. Is what you got there.
It's very cute. I go, no, and he looks up and goes, sorry, there's spaghetti on this. I'm licking it off.
Yep.
You let him do that?
Of course, he's my dog. He's great.
Puppies aren't supposed to have a spaghetti.
Remind me not to come to a spaghetti dinner at your
No
house.
joke.
Are we all bottom rackers?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you run your dishwasher before you go to bed
Yes.
every night?
Not every night,
But if it's
To
full,
drown out
right?
the noises so
You-
the neighbors don't hear. I always
Knock
do
it
that.
off.
It's before I go to bed, or if I'm going to read for a couple hours, because It's a comforting sound.
It is a good
It
noise.
is.
See, the dryer on at night is what comforts me. I love that
Kind of
noise.
sounds like the ocean.
Now, I will not start a dishwasher and leave the house.
Really?
Yes.
I will not start
Just
the-
in case.
I won't start the
In case of
dryer.
what?
I'm the same way.
In case
Flood,
there's a little bit of a
fire?
flood. I want to be there.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Yes.
always been told you shouldn't run your dryer if you're not home.
There you go.
Yeah,
Wait a
see?
second. Hang on.
Dryer fire.
So, is your do you have a basement?
I do.
So, if your dishwasher were to expel all the water, then it would have somewhere to leak it down to? I guess is that your
I'm more worried about the kitchen floor itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
carpeted?
It is not carpeted. No, but
It's their kitchen.
it's nice.
It's 19.
A
You know,
vinyl plank.
It's not
A little
You
water
have a
wouldn't
little
hurt.
shag in
It's
the
not.
kitchen.
It's not enough that you have no respect for us as human beings, or we don't exist. We're like toy people.
Right.
We get that, but we live in nice homes.
You
I
should
mean,
do
they're
it. We should do a
okay.
home
No,
tour.
Look, it's a tad neurotic of me not to run dishwasher and then leave the house.
Sure.
But just in case, why, you know.
Yeah.
And it'd also be a tad neurotic to have a kitchen that has full shag carpeting.
No, I'm the first house I ever owned. I thought it was so cool. There was carpeting in the bathroom.
Well, that was a big thing
that's
in the
real-
70s and 80s.
Yeah, and then
Also not a
about
good
2
idea.
months in, I realized, and this is totally true. You know this. I had mushrooms growing out of
Right.
the carpeting.
Because of the mold.
So, yeah, then they picked up the carpeting and they had to put a new subfloor in and replaced half of a joist. So that was a dumb idea.
Yeah, that was a big
original
deal
owner
back
did.
in the day.
He also put in aluminum wiring. That's
Oh.
incredible.
Well, I mean, that was standard, wasn't it?
It's also an incredible fire hazard.
Right. Yeah, you want to
Yeah, you need to update
change that out.
Now, that lint thing, does that get changed once a year?
Once a year.
What?
That's a nice fire hazard.
Yeah, that is.
That's one of the most satisfying things in life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is getting that lint
Absolutely.
off there.
Oh, I'll tell you what was satisfying. Mike, our handyman, took the leaf blower and blew it through the dryer, so it went through the dryer vent, and it all was spewing out of the back of the house.
Wow.
It was
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
And the birds go, oh, a comfy nest
Yes.
this year.
Yeah.
Now, what is?
We cleaned out so much junk from whatever. It was unbelievable. Thank you, Mike.
See, I'm a new apartment renter, actually. And that lint, what is that? And why is it always gray? And where does it come from? I don't understand.
You can make it into
Pat.
underwear, Pat. Save it, and you can spin it.
Seriously. Is it
It's from your
your
clothing,
clothes.
fibers from the clothing.
Yes.
It's always
You're going to
gray.
start seeing puppy hair if you haven't already.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
always gray, though?
Well, your clothing,
clothes
it's
are
usually the
gray.
color of the clothing. When I do blue jeans, it tends to be a little blue.
Yeah.
When I do.
Oh.
Oh. Do you have
I
green
cannot tell if
towels?
you're being
It'll be
I
sarcastic.
green.
can't
or not.
either. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the comedy part of this.
It's such
Any
a
day
common-
now.
Do your
Yeah.
Indian accent again, and we'll all laugh.
That wasn't very funny, mister. That was southern India.
Hey, you old.
Hello. Now we have some sporting news coming up. Can you give me the
teaser?
No,
Well, here's what's
the-
coming
the-
up.
The précis, if you will.
NBA playoffs last night. Pete Rose and shoeless Joe Jackson are eligible for the Hall of Fame. They have been reinstated by Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred. Isn't Manfred and Tom terrific, right? Isn't that the cartoon? I think that's right.
I think so.
Rob
And-
Manfred is a hell of an assistant. I don't know if you've ever talked to Manfred's man, but he is quite
well worth it.
He always wears sunglasses.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do a quick reference to
sunglasses because he's always blinded by
the
Thank you. That's what I was waiting for.
Look for that, too.
Now,
up like a deuce.
Another runner in the night. Am I getting all this? Christy, what have you got coming up?
We have how men and women like sex to be initiated. We have the big cringe. I don't know if you've
Is
heard
one of the
about
answers
that.
at gunpoint?
That
I
was-
bet that's
no.
low on the list.
Hi, everybody. This is Andy, Christy's husband. I'd like to hear that story. Hey, by the way, I've got Andy's riddle this morning.
Oh,
Really?
good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You know why divorces are so expensive? Why? Because they're worth it.
Andy, you little...
We haven't even made it to 2 years yet. Give us a break.
I know, Doug.
What's your record?
My record for what?
Being married?
You've been married.
Mine is 4 years.
You mean years?
Longest marriage.
Longest marriage?
We'll go with years, months.
7.
7. Oh, good for you. Huh?
7? Oh, that's right.
What's your record, chick?
12 or something. 11 or
Wow.
12, yeah.
What's your record, Pat?
4 years.
4.
What was the shortest?
8 months.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Wow, that's like Courtney Love numbers or something.
My record is 46 years of keeping my own money.
Unwedded bliss.
Isn't the Hollywood record less than 24 hours?
I believe so.
Wasn't that like Dennis Hopper or somebody?
Craig Allman
And Britney Spears
Cher.
was
Britney
real.
11
Spears.
days.
Yeah.
11 days, wasn't it?
You leave Britney alone.
I
Is that what
agree.
that guy
That
said?
poor girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bless her heart.
Maybe she was disappointed after handling the Anaconda when she.
yeah.
I'm used to something a little more girth.
What was that guy's name? Remember, he was he was
Yeah.
famous for a hot minute because of all that.
I know he was a boy and he wore makeup. Okay.
We need to come up with a list. I guess it would begin and end with our friend who was the co-host with Ryan Seacrest.
Dunkelman?
Dunkelman.
Yeah.
That 15 minutes, 15 seconds of fame. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by Java House. Java House, the official coffee. Java House, the official refreshments.
Kevin Federline, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't know if he's a fan of Java House or not.
Kevin Federline is not the spokesperson for Java House.
Kevin Federline is the father of her kid.
Although
There
I
was
bet
another guy.
he's available.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What is Java House all about? We call it peel and pour, and it's amazingly smooth. I'm talking about.
Whoa, slow down. What do you have to do now?
Well, you take this guy, which is it's a pod. It's a little bit bigger than one of those Keurig things, but you don't have to go to some wacky machine and put it in and clean the machine and wait. No, you just take this stuff. It's ready to go. It's concentrated. I happen to be holding the Cold Brew Colombian. I learned a little something. Cold brew doesn't mean it has to be consumed while cold. It's the brewing process that takes away the bitterness.
So you peel the top off that and off you go.
Yep, you can have it cold or you can have it warm or hot, whatever you want. That's what Java House is all about. Teas, my personal favorite, the iced tea. Lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, even hot cocoa. It's all from Java House. It'll revolutionize the coffee room at your office and at home. And special thanks here to the Office H2O folks. They put in a special water system, so at the touch of a button, we get hot water, cold water. It's great. And a nice pure water. I highly recommend that as well. Anyway, break with your brewer and get started at Java House. We have a nice offer for you. 25% off your first order at javahouse.com. If you use the code Bob and Tom, one big long word, BOBANDTOM. javahouse.com. The code is Bob and Tom. And once again, that'll knock 25% off your order. Find out what I'm talking about. Java House, the official coffee and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. And smooth is the key word. We're going to be talking about Java House with our very special broadcast coming up. Right behind me, you'll see the beautiful poster. It's going to be our Carb Day broadcast in honor of a special event at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, getting ready for the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Look for the Java House cars and the Splenda cars. I'll give you more information about that coming up. You'll see them during the Indy 500. Now, we are coming back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's all tuned up and ready to go. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Hi, Josh Arnold.
Tom, you weren't in the room for a little bit, and we missed you because we can't smile
Without you.
We can't laugh
without you.
We can't.
And then maybe we could spend a weekend in New England. Ace Cosby's
did you enjoy
back.
that?
I'm
That
Chip
was
McGee. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good.
buddy?
Little Barry for that ass?
Barry Manilow?
I'm familiar with Mr. Manilow.
You know, he had a beagle named Bagel. Did you know that?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Bagel the Beagle?
Bagel the Beagle.
That's sweet. Very nice.
You made that.
No, he's on the back of one of the album covers.
Oh, cool. Now it's time to move forward here. When you were a young man, Josh, how did you
It was
access?
only once, and it wasn't for me. Oh! How did I what?
Then the guy said, it'll just taste like your finger, right?
Did you ever access the girly magazines back in the day.
Girly magazine.
Yeah, my dad had a stash.
What were the titles? Did he have
He just had Playboy and I think maybe a couple Penthouse.
He didn't have any of the Gent or any
No,
of the,
he didn't have Club
or Stag.
Yeah, nothing.
The saucier.
Right.
Swank.
Maybe a Hustler. Yeah, he didn't have Swank. Because the top three, sort of like those were the ABC, NBC, and CBS
of nudity.
Of nude mags, right? Hustler, Penthouse, and Playboy.
Yeah.
Was Hustler was smutty.
It did get a little gynecological.
Playboy, they would have an article by Norman Mailer,
Yes.
or William F. Buckley, and then you'd go to the next page. There'd be some huge boobed co-ed.
You know what my mom told me is that she bought them for my dad.
Really?
I don't know why she told me that.
Just to keep him off her or something?
Yeah. Get a little rest. Yeah.
Here you go, Larry.
Or
Use
maybe
that hand a little.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable that she told you.
Did you think that the Playboy women were unattainable and the ladies in Swank, at least
That's why
more.
That's why one of them, I forget which one, did the so-called Girl Next Door.
Isn't that Hustler?
That was Hustler.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And remember that one picture we saw? This was a long time ago.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
I got in major trouble because I took one of my dad's Playboys and had it under my mattress. And my parents flipped all of our mattresses one day and found it while I was at school.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I got talked to.
Now, was there a good interview in it? Because that's always a good way out.
I wasn't old enough to know that was kind of what you would say. Oh, no, I just wanted to read.
Hey, Mom, this is the famous Jack Nicholson interview where he talks about how to have sex in a Volkswagen Beetle.
I wasn't looking at the photos.
That's a real thing, by the way. Pat, did you ever encounter the nudie magazines? Your dad, I know, was a theatrical gentleman. And
Yeah, not his at all.
He just had playbills?
I was going to say.
Very, very
Very
good.
nice.
Boy.
Playboy, they were mostly women in those.
Well, he was in the theater. He may have experimented with a
Get in here,
different play. Or
yes, we did an old male version of Romeo and Juliet. I was Juliet.
He did enjoy the boys in the band quite often. To Broadway and see
Where have
that.
you been? What would happen if you would come in late, Pat?
Where have you been, boy?
You have a song for us?
Yes.
Oh, and an attitude, evidently.
He wanted me to get to it.
Okay.
Well, you can start any time now. You just have a long intro.
I'm doing it 3 times now.
Oh, look at him really savoring it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My son came home just the other day. He went to his room and he started to play Minecraft, Fortnite, God knows what. I go to open his door, but the damn thing's shut. And he was yelling real loud and got so mad, said, I'm online playing games, Dad. I'm just playing video games. But the cat's out of the bag when he's all alone. Door's locked, porn on the phone. It's not like back in 73, no online pornography. Just a hidden playboy and teenage me. A hidden playboy and teenage me.
Under the mattress. Or out in the treehouse.
I was aware of the communal mags, but I never.
We talked about this one day on the air, and apparently a lot of people said that they kept these sorts of magazines out in the woods somewhere.
Right.
In a stump.
Treehouse.
Yeah.
My friend did. I was talking to Tom about that today.
And would that we need to talk to a psychologist. Would there be an imprinting then, where you associate arousal with being out in the woods?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I'm sorry, baby. The only way I can get this thing going is if we walk into the 40 acres next door.
And he's not in a tree, right?
Yeah.
Christy, having daughters, did you have to have the porn talk?
No.
No, no, not at all.
Okay. No, never had that.
Yeah.
More young women are looking at porn.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, they might be, but we never talk about
Studies
it.
have shown. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
But also, I think it gives people, particularly young men, expectations that may be a little too lofty.
You think?
You're probably not going to encounter this in real life.
That's what I
Once
worry.
again,
Yeah.
when's the last time you heard a woman in a porno say no? That would
well,
be.
or how men
Again.
treat women. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know who they run up against. I don't ask.
Well, we do have an interesting news story about initiating interpersonal encounters in a recent survey. You can do it. Yeah, I didn't think it was particularly conclusive of anything, but
Yeah, this new survey highlights the key differences in how men and women prefer sex to be initiated. Most like to start with physical touch, gentle kisses, a caress. They rank high.
And they like it when guys make this noise.
Hey, Toots.
Hey, baby.
But when it comes to communication, men prefer direct talk or flirty texts. Women lean toward nonverbal cues and silent.
in other words,
seduction.
not telling us what you want.
Exactly.
Read my mind.
I don't think anyone who has a brain hearing you talk think you have any idea about anything in this area. You realize
Well, they're mistaken, but yeah, I'm sure they do
I
perceive
don't
that.
think they are. I don't believe it. It started out as being a fun thing, but
So what they're saying here is that the ladies prefer you to
nonverbal cues.
Yeah.
Half also favor romantic gestures like
now,
a
is your
candle
favorite
at
nonverbal
dinner
cue
or
the one where you get
bubble
out of the
bath.
shower and you've got you can't pretend you can't find your towel.
That's right.
And
And I go, hey, you want any of this before I put it away? That's what I like to say. And then I get up close to her and I make this noise. That's right.
It's what this is what I would tell any young woman or any young man: do the opposite of what you'd want. So if you're a girl, don't try to seduce him with silence and nonverbal cues and all that. Go up to him and say, "Let's bang it out."
Right.
And is that the way you want to put it? I see.
And if you're a guy, don't
Yeah.
just go, "Hey, baby, you ready to have sex?"
Yeah.
Do the opposite.
Foreplay is all day.
So
Yeah.
All day foreplay.
All day.
Well,
I see. You like to stretch it out a little bit, and yeah.
No, I just mean like you can start with a text in the morning
Right.
and then
I
revisit
see.
it. I just mean it's not 10 minutes before the actual act.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, you might be a little fuzzy, Tom, on the word foreplay.
So you go to Google and
So you're saying it's about an entire day's worth of kindness.
Yeah, you ever send a
Foreplay
text?
never stops in my mind, right?
Well,
you know?
you like the build up.
Yeah.
Josh, you have to be very quiet so she doesn't hear you hiding in the closet.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hang on.
His foreplay is alone. Yeah.
Hang
My
on,
foreplay
please,
is-
Please help me on this. What is the scenario here?
He's hiding in the closet.
I'm in a
Why have
closet.
Josh in?
He's entered some woman's house.
Breaking and entering for
And
starters.
here's, I don't know if you guys know this, plastic hangers louder than metal. You would think the opposite.
Right.
It's not true.
Now, does he, while he's hiding in the closet, watching her after he's broken into her house, is he have any pizza in there to eat?
Oh,
or
that'd be good.
anything like that?
That is a rookie mistake.
Is it?
This lady can smell the pizza.
Oh.
But
comes in
pizza
and-
grease, great lube. You know? Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute. So, Josh, we're giving you pointers.
I'm a human being
Yes, you are.
sitting right here.
You pay your taxes.
I'm just trying to live my life.
That's right.
you don't even have pizza that much.
Every now and then, I'll have a pizza. I enjoy a hot chocolate
If
from
I-
Java
Don't
Hut.
let. What we've learned is, yeah, I have my morning slice and I dunk it into my hot cocoa.
That's right.
That's true.
I did that 9 times, and you caught me all 9 times, and now you think I do it all the time. Is that right?
So I'm sorry. So in conclusion, what is the message of the survey?
Well, Josh just told you men like it when women are more direct and, hey, let's do it, or the
that is
flirty
true,
texts. And women like to be silently, like, seduced or more romantic.
Once you and now that so when you know that, guys, you have no excuse to not do what she wants, and ladies, you have no excuse to not do what he likes.
Right.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you. We've learned a little
Do
something
you think
this
most
morning.
people, do you think more people have sex than don't have sex?
I see what you're saying.
I was thinking about this the other day on my way to work. I don't know why, but
The majority
Do you think
majority of the population are they
like have an
sexually
act-
active?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Or not sexually.
I think we'd have to.
I would say less than it was 2 decades ago.
Yeah, it's
That's
on the decline.
absolutely true.
Because of
Didn't we have
of
this?
porno and too many distractions and cell phones, digital everything.
I guess
Yeah.
I meant our age group. I was
Oh.
thinking
Yeah, the
maybe
age group would have
our
to come
age
into
group.
Because we
Yeah.
talked about young kids, and they don't want to drive cars, and they're not having sex.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
It's like alarming to some
Yeah.
Right.
people they're like, no, we are gonna. This is a real problem.
I've got that whole survey that has Gen Z, Gen X, blah blah, millennial. I need a program every time I hear that.
Well, it's nice that you're keeping your mind open about it.
Yes, yeah. That's
Well, actually, we do have this story coming up. The biggest faux pas when using dating apps for Gen Z. We'll get to that coming up. If you're just joining us, hello, this is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We do have time to check in with a quick sports story.
We do.
Yes.
And, you caused an egregious error by jumping ahead to news, but I'll forgive it this time. Or would you like to go back to news for another story that you'd rather hear other than a sports story?
No, I have some exciting sports stories.
You have exciting
You don't
sports
think that,
stories.
I mean, Shoeless Joe and Pete Rose, that's a huge story. I have
That
a
is a big
question.
story.
I have a thing. Do you think that Pete Rose actually became more famous by not being admitted to the Hall of Fame?
Yes, absolutely. I think so.
I do.
A lot of attention.
Oh, yeah, he got a lot
maybe to
more
the
attention.
non-baseball fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly,
Yeah, but yes,
precisely.
yeah. So a wider.
I think everybody always knew once he passed away, he would get into the Hall of Fame.
So does he hold any records? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he does.
For most
Okay.
Yeah, he does, and that's a fair question.
Yeah.
For the casual
What is
baseball
that,
fan.
4192, 4256?
But he'll be, as of yesterday, eligible to be voted in.
There's a special cranky old bitter Baseball Writers Association meeting that I'm not a part of.
And you should be a part
And
of
I
it.
should be a part of it.
Because you're all
I'm
of those things.
I'm just as cranky.
You're qualified.
I'm just as cranky as the next guy.
And I
I'm
think
bitter.
unreasonable is one of the qualifications. You're in.
I'm moody.
Yep.
Oh, really, Kettle? Is that right? Well, you're right again.
I think the guy absolutely deserves to be in it,
course.
but if he didn't want to be put in posthumously, he shouldn't. You should respect when he
No,
won
but
it.
I
Is that
don't.
on record?
I don't
I believe so.
Really?
I think it was no. I don't put me in now. No,
Oh,
I
you
think
mean
that
like-
was more than
Yeah, I get it.
Not a bad.
If my dad didn't want to be buried in a certain cemetery, and then we, as a family, decided, no, we're going to go ahead and bury him there anyway.
Oh, but that happens all the time with writers. It'll
Right.
be, whatever, Nabokov dies and do not publish this book. And the next thing you know, well,
I know, it's so crappy.
yeah, the ink's not dry on the check yet.
Yeah.
Here we go. So it happens all the time.
But that doesn't make it right.
No.
That doesn't make it right. You mentioned Nabokov either, so that's all right.
whatever.
Pacers win. They advance to the Eastern Conference Finals now. They do away with the number one seed Cleveland Cavaliers last night, 114-105. 4 games to 1 that series.
By the way, I don't know if you read that that book that he did not want published, Lolita 2, the younger sister.
This time it's personal.
Oh, boy.
Why hasn't someone wanted to do that, Lolita 2, and
I-
have her have a gun and a martial arts expert?
yeah. Or her
don't know,
dad is
right?
Liam Neeson.
I have been sleeping with my daughter.
Humbert, he dead.
Hey, Humbert.
If you bring her back, that'll be the end of it.
The show has a weird literary subtext today.
Shea Gilgeous
I don't think anyone
Alexander.
enjoys it.
No one knows what we're talking about.
SGA, Shea Gilgeous Alexander is from Canada. Did you know that, Tom?
I didn't hear what you said.
31 points, thank you. And Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Nuggets 112-105 last night. They go up 3-2 in that series. And Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson reinstated in Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred yesterday, making both eligible for the Sports Hall of Fame. Of course, both their careers tarnished by gambling situations. Rose's permanent ban was lifted 8 months after his death and comes a day before the Reds will honor baseball career hits leader with Pete Rose Night. And Manfred announced Tuesday that he was changing the league's policy on permanent ineligibility, saying bans would expire after death. Under the Hall of Fame's current rules, it appears the earliest Rose or Jackson could be inducted officially would be 2028. The next meeting they're waiting for a vote is at the end of 2027.
Thank you very much. We are going to come right back with more sporting news and more. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, and the ladies, Christy Lee and Jess Hooker, are here. Ace Cosby has returned. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. It's time to continue our broadcast in the world of sports. I think we cut you short there.
This is from women's soccer, and bear with me now. Angel City defender Savvy, S-A-V-Y King, recovering from heart surgery yesterday following her collapse on the field during a women's soccer league match on Friday night.
Scary.
In Los Angeles, taken to Cedars-Sinai following the medical event of the second half of the Angel City match against the Utah Royals. Doctors evaluated King for the heart or abnormality, and they evaluated her for being amazingly cool to have the name Savvy King.
Mm-hmm.
How about that name?
It's a great name.
Savvy.
She's going to be okay?
S-A-V-Y,
Yeah.
yes. She's going to be fine.
I call my niece Savvy because her name's Savannah.
Oh, is that right?
Oh.
Savvy.
What's up, Sav?
She's like 22 now. She doesn't like it as
No,
much as she
probably
used to.
not.
Did she get called Banana a lot?
Yeah, there was a lot of Savannah Banana.
Yeah.
Bananas. You need to take the kids to see the Savannah Bananas. You'd like that.
I've heard.
All the kids.
great.
I
All the
intend to.
kids love it. They wear
The
yellows.
Harlem Globetrotters
And the
of
party
baseball.
animals.
They are.
They
It's
play
class.
and they dance and they. In NHL, Dallas beat the Winnipeg Jets. They call them the Peg, 3-1, and Dallas has a 3-1 lead in that series. And it's time for
Stupid World Record.
a circus performer has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest time. Suspended by her hair.
Oh, man,
my.
that always gives me the willies.
Me too. That's gotta
Ms.
hurt.
Lila Noon, or is it Lila No One?
Oh.
Noone. She spent just over 25 minutes hanging by her ponytail to claim the record title.
That's a headache.
I was going to ask if that would be the biggest headache ever.
I get a headache just wearing a ponytail.
Yeah, same.
The photograph of it, she's in a beautiful wooded area, dangling. With her hair is obviously, the ponytail's going straight up
Right?
from her head, and she's in a yoga pose, dangling from a beautiful tree.
Like some kind of forest nymph.
What yoga pose? Like happy baby?
The one I
or-
can't do where you cross your legs. I can't. what is
Oh,
it?
like the lotus? Isn't that the lotus where
Yeah.
you sit
I think-
cross-legged on
I
the
think it's
yoga?
called, if she's hanging like that, I think it's called the Carradine.
Really? A reference to the.
Although her pants might be off.
Unfortunate.
We also would have accepted the hutch.
There we go. There's the photograph.
Oh, there she is.
yeah.
Whoa!
That
Oh,
is-
my God.
She's sitting crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope someday she gets into shape. Boy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
She's like the fittest person.
Yeah.
Their muscles
Those
coming out.
acrobats
Of
Now
are
we should.
amazing.
great
Clearly,
photo.
it's important to remember she is hanging by the head, the hair in her head.
That is a
Yes.
great
Oh,
picture.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
it's not,
Wait a minute.
Well, there was a woman.
Let's take a moment.
No, there was a thing
And
at
enjoy
Burning
that.
Man where the woman did it from her pubes.
Yes, yeah. That also happens at Sturgis. I understand.
You know, that was hard to look at because you were just waiting for them to.
Yeah,
Rip.
Yeah, this, they call her the Brazilian now.
It was nerve-wracking.
Ironically.
I hate a bushfire.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw that. That's probably the strongest bush since we've had W in the White House.
Silly.
That's astounding that lady did that.
Yeah.
It's astounding if she was hanging by a rope and a harness.
Exactly.
Doing that
Holding
pose.
And keeping her
that
legs
pose.
up.
That
Yeah.
pose.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good core right there.
Where do you think she goes? Because her eyes are closed. You know she's controlling her breathing.
Yeah.
Where do you think she is mentally?
I don't know. On a beach, listen to the waves. I don't know.
Where do you
Yeah.
go?
Shopping.
What if it was just?
Those female Buddhists be shopping.
So where do you go when you Nordstrom Rack?
Yeah.
Now, you know, if you're feeling stress, I've
Yes.
been getting emails about this. You're supposed to take your left hand, cover your left eye, and look up, and then breathe, and it relieves your anxiety.
That hurts my
Are
eye.
you supposed to be standing or sitting?
Staring at a light.
Driving.
Does it work?
Either.
So it's not working for me.
It's supposed to work. Well, Pat, you throw everything off, okay?
Let's see.
You're skewed. And once again, we have Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson have been reinstated by baseball. Rob Manfred, he's the commissioner, said he was changing the league's policy on permanent ineligibility, saying all bans would expire at death. So that gives somebody who's been banned for life something to look forward to.
At least I got that going for me.
The move makes both eligible for the National Baseball Hall of Fame after their careers tarnished with gambling.
Well, banned for life would mean.
Pete,
Right.
permanent ban lifted 8 months after his death. The Reds are going to honor Pete. Is it tonight or tomorrow night? I forget which. And under the current Hall of Fame rules, The earliest they could be in 2028. Shoeless Joe Jackson and 7 other Chicago White Sox were banned from baseball in 1921. They were found to have fixed the 1991 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. That's right. And Marcus Giamonti, son of the former commissioner who signed the agreement banning Pete Rose, saying that he stained the game. Marcus, Bart's son, said he's incredibly disappointed in Mr. Manfred's decision. He said, "My father's mission
Really?
by banning Rose was to hold up the integrity of the game."
That's how he speaks?
Therefore-
Is this Paul Giamatti's brother?
Marcus.
Yes.
He's, as Paul would say, Marcus is dim.
Now Paul talks like that?
Well, Paul can talk any way he wants. He's a great actor.
He's an actor.
He's
I
great.
believe
Best.
that
Yeah.
Pete
Well,
Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose night is tonight.
Good. Okay. There you go. Where are you going? We should go, Tom. Me and you have a dog at the ballpark.
I've told Marcus to relax when it comes.
Oh, that isn't bad.
That's not bad at all.
Really good.
Bad.
He's my favorite actor. I try.
And the fireside chat with Paul Giamatti. Welcome, Paul.
I believe it's time that we as a society.
It's very good.
I can't do the part where he gets real loud and mad, though.
Yeah.
If I were to have a say in it. Yeah, I can't do I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
You turn back into Josh.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Do the real poor scene from the wine tasting where he gets mad.
Oh, that's good. In Sideways. Like a pour.
I saw an interview where when he was on the promo tour for Sideways, some reporter asked him, "Do you think your character in the movie, do you think he's an alcoholic?" Paul Giamatti started laughing, going, "Yeah."
The scene where he goes to order the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the movie? Jim?
Not in years.
It's great. He goes, I'd love, what is it?
Barely
do you have the
Legal.
do you have Barely Legal? And the guy, no. I've already got the previous week or whatever. It's fantastic. We are going to remain here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios with more delights on the way, including a recall, also information about the gimp-suited guy that is...
I hate that word. I hate that word.
What does that mean?
We can't say
We'll
that.
talk about
They
it.
called that the Gimp in Pulp
Gimp.
Fiction. He's the
Yes.
full leather.
Leather,
Right,
black.
Oh,
mask.
that's what that's called.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
time. We can get to it right now if you want. I didn't realize you got
It's just,
plenty of time here.
What's this gentleman up to?
A British man dubbed the Somerset Gimp has been banned from wearing his Gimp suit for 5 years in public. According to Sky News, Mr. Joshua Hunt was issued with the sexual risk order after police linked him to 25 incidents across the county.
I mean, it is disturbing to see a person in public in that.
Yeah. The 32-year-old barred from dressing in the all-black Gimp suit in public at night, crawling, wriggling, or writhing on the ground, or wearing any type of mask or face covering in public unless for medical reasons.
Yeah, this guy's a weirdo.
I can't crawl. I can't wriggle. I can't.
It's hard out there for a gimp.
So you can't see any skin, right?
Right.
You can't see any
The
skin.
ruling comes after the self-employed gardener, boy, that's was convicted of stepping out in front of cars in remote locations
He mows you.
while wearing his Gimp suit.
Very
Have
you
you seen the
imagine?
fetish that looks like Gimp suits, but they're airtight?
Yes.
And they hook hoses up.
And they actually suck.
And
I mean, they
suck
vacuum
all
seal
the
it.
air out of it, and they're
It's incredibly dangerous.
more or less vacuum sealed.
But apparently
inside.
the orgasm is exquisite.
Right, and they
For the person in the suit?
in the suit, and you can't.
Can you
so
breathe?
There,
No.
there has to be a
No.
point of insertion. It's not completely airtight.
Well,
No, they're not actually. The sexual component is.
they're inside by
Yeah.
themselves.
Oh, they
Yeah.
don't need any.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a
Okay.
person controlling it.
Right.
Oh,
Do they have
I
an
follow.
air hole to breathe?
No, it's you're only allowed the air that the
Oh,
person.
Right.
It's most people go, hey, it's not worth the risk, but those who love it, love it. I mean, what are you going to
Wow. That's wild.
do? It's not for me.
Is that also called caradining? Just to
Yeah.
keep with your theme.
Well, no, but the people who love that, the same like as Civil War reenactors, they love it, man.
Oh yeah, you're not going to talk them out of doing it.
No,
Yeah,
you're not going
they-
to talk them out of it.
But if you're going to be a gimp, isn't it great to have a cool name like that? The Somerset Gimp.
Yeah, if you want to be a Gimp, I guess it's nice to have
But
a
it's
nice
elegant.
name.
Doesn't Somerset sound like an elegant?
It yeah.
Like, I'm staying at the Somerset Inn. Oh, it's a nice hotel.
The word Gimp just creeps me
Me
out.
too.
I
And it
don't
was a nice
like
hotel. It was, in fact, I had
What?
There we go. You're the only
No,
one.
no, let him.
No, we've been doing jokes no one gets.
I had a gentleman who he was a silent performer, and he wore a striped shirt. He had makeup on his face. And sometimes he'd be trapped in a box. Sometimes he would, and he lived in Somerset at a hotel, a very fancy hotel, the W. He was the W Somerset mime.
Yeah.
Again.
I am sorry, everybody.
Well, the summing up of that joke. Sorry,
It's,
no more.
Somerset Mom.
No more faux literary posturing.
Okay,
from
we'll
this,
knock
from
it
this
off.
side
We'll
of the room.
Let's knock it off.
I really do feel like I punched you on the stomach.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening this morning. Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Each.
Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Jess Hooker
Hello.
here. Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. The pop-up shop is open.
Yes, it is.
We got some cool new shirts that honor the so-called greatest spectacle in radio.
They are must-haves.
They're very nice. Ms. Jess Hooker wearing one right now and sitting in front of another one. There's one black, one white. They're very nice.
That's the Mod Squad of T-shirts.
Yes, you can check them out at bobandtom.com. Well, let's get back to the action. Have we concluded our sports
Yes,
broadcast?
sir, we have.
Okay, so we're going to head over
At
to
the sound of the horn, the sports will be over.
the Silac,
That's it.
the Silac Insurance News Desk featuring Christy Lee.
We had brothers in the news because you were talking about the Giamatti brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now we have the Menendez brothers, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. A Los Angeles judge has ruled that Eric and Lyle are now eligible for parole in the 1989 murders of their parents. Originally sentenced to life without parole,
Right.
the brothers were resentenced to 50 years to life.
There's your fly in the ointment, and that makes them eligible for...
Supporters cited their prison rehab work and alleged abuse by their parents. They appeared via video and showed emotion during the hearing yesterday, and a state parole board will now decide if they should
Now,
be
which
released.
which one reloaded when they blew their parents' heads off?
The bald one, I believe.
Oh,
Not
nice.
Baldwin, like Alec Baldwin, but the
one that's bald.
one. Yeah.
That couldn't wear his tube in the jail. The district attorney, D.A. Huckman, opposes release, citing continued deceit and public safety concerns.
Well, he'll be wait till he gets some cash from Dancing with the Stars, which is where they'll end up.
And clemency is now under review, apparently, by the governor, by Gavin Newsom. So,
Huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Really?
And I guess this will make them eligible for the Matricide and Patricide Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, they should be in there.
Yeah, because they were not eligible until Giamatti. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They shot their parents from the back with shotguns and reloaded.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then they were, of course, courtside and driving expensive cars. Murderers.
Did you watch the documentaries?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, they're guilty as hell.
Okay.
And I'll pull the switch.
They're somewhat of a cause celeb now, aren't they?
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
they
Because
are.
they're good looking and white.
Huh. That's an interesting take.
I think.
From you.
No,
What
I
about
think
the,
I think that there's.
What about the bald
Really?
one?
There are far more deserving people to get justice than
Okay.
those two guys. Believe me. You think not?
No. I'm trying to
This has all been all Hollywooded up.
remain
Yeah, it is. And
open-minded.
I just don't want to give it any attention.
And yeah, the Netflix thing I saw, I don't know how much of that is true. I don't know what really happened. It seems to me like, yes, they are guilty. And
All these stuff.
they sure did put the part that he reloaded in the movie quite often. So.
Once you get farther and farther away from these things, then all of a sudden everyone wants to let them go. And the justice was done at the time. They did a good job. So we'll see what happens. I'm predicting Dancing with the Stars.
I'm predicting they'll get out.
Yeah,
It's
and
California.
They'll have a podcast. They'll make millions.
Well, I think Gavin
Newsom?
didn't he think about running for president or something? Isn't that a possibility?
He probably has aspirations,
Yeah,
sure.
so I don't know if
He's got the hair for it.
He's got great hair.
Yeah, that's
He does have
He
great
seems very charismatic.
That's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah.
And,
He'll get the female vote. He's dreamy. Have you seen him? Have you looked deep into his eyes?
I wonder what kind of merch the Menendez boys would do.
Oh, my gosh.
Like no head shampoo.
Oh.
They shot him in the back of the head, you see.
I saw the documentary.
Okay.
I think they got the dad from the side, and my mom was
nice.
That was awful. There's no doubt about it. I'm not saying that they should be out. I'm just
okay. What else?
Do you believe perpetrators of any sort of crime, of course, murder has to be can be rehabilitated? Tom?
But yeah, that's maybe some of the lighter ones. I think perhaps maybe nicking a magazine from a bodega, perhaps.
Maybe
they don't end up in prison.
Maybe
usually.
possibly a fender bender.
But shotgunning the head of the parents. And then years later coming up with the defense, oh, well, we were being abused.
I did find myself thinking, I was mad at my mother for quite a long time. But I never, and my dad had a lot of guns, and I never thought, you know what I'm going to do. I never made that leap. So I don't know.
Well, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Got a song for this?
Oh,
Pat?
yeah.
No.
On Menendez
Brotherly
Island. So that's the theme of Gilligan's Island? No? Okay.
Gen Zers say their biggest worry when online dating is coming off as cringy.
Sure.
What year is that again?
Cringy.
No, what year is
Gen Zers?
Gen Z?
I think they're
When is that?
20-somethings, maybe. I don't know. I get confused.
Younger than us.
Yeah. 25-year-old Giovanni Wolfram told Wired magazine, quote,
Hang
you can
on.
get away with...
Time out. What's his name?
Giovanni Wolfram.
Tom, are you hearing this?
Yeah, Giovanni. Nice
Silly.
Nice guy?
I guess.
Okay.
25, knows his way around the ladies, apparently.
All right.
He said you can get away with being ugly, but being cringy is just like, that's a character that's imprinted on you. This is what bothers me.
Oh.
Sincerity, earnestness, and honesty appear to be turnoffs and even repulsive to Gen Zers.
Repulsive.
Yeah. What? Yes. New York psychologist Jordan Meisel said she has noticed the demographics' reluctance towards sincerity, adding that it's easier to make a joke than present yourself seriously and be laughed at.
I wonder if sincerity is seen as like kind of simping, like a girl likes a bad guy, like she wants him to kind of be a jerk.
That's an age-old thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They
this
always
is
like
kind
the
of
bad guys.
generalizing.
Yeah,
I think
Until you get
there are quite a few
mature
people
enough.
who enjoy someone who's a decent human being.
Right? Yeah.
Also,
But there are girls who like the bad boys.
We just
Yeah, I mean, what could be
said
more
that,
embarrassing?
yes.
I'm singling you out, Christy,
Me?
because you like the rockers, the bad
I
boys, the
did,
bass player,
but I grew
the
up
lazy,
more.
long-haired hippies
I grew
who
up.
don't bathe.
Bathed.
And then she did a 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got Mr. Excitement.
you used to be full of verve and
Eddie's one of the most outgoing, sweetest men I've ever
nicest
met.
guys around.
That certainly was the case. Yeah. I tricked her into moving. I'm much closer to the hotel now. Just zip right down there. Take a little time for
nothing's
myself.
more embarrassing than caring. Is that what they're trying to
I
say
think
here?
what happens here, because I've heard this term from my daughter, I think they're afraid of commitment. And they use cringe as, and the sincerity, honest guys are the ones that are like, oh, God, this is the man I want to probably spend the rest of my life with. Am I ready for that?
Yeah.
And then they get all cringy about it.
Yeah, the things that I thought were endearing when I was in my 20s, my sisters think are cringy. Yeah. It's kind of different.
Remember what they said during Sherlock on BBC? One of the greatest quotes of all time.
No, what'd they say?
Lives end, all hearts are broken, caring is not an advantage. Good luck.
Well, that's uplifting.
Could we get back to the pleasant topic of the Menendez brothers blowing their parents' heads off?
Telling you, go on, make it a great day. Okay.
Man.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Christy.
A Tennessee woman says her daughter developed an irrational fear of John Wilkes Booth after visiting the Ford Theater Museum.
I totally get that.
Something I do too.
Really?
Now, wait a minute.
I get this. I
Is
know.
her fear of being shot or is her fear of the man himself?
Cassie Linton told people she and her family were visiting the museum during a trip to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Ms. Linton had explained to her young children that someone named John Wilkes Booth had hurt then President Abraham Lincoln.
All right.
Ms. Linton said her daughter Lainey really held on to that.
How old is she, Lainey?
That's a great question. Toddler. So.
Okay. All right.
And that even though she was told the incident occurred a long time ago,
The toddler became convinced that he was still a threat.
Sure, I mean, everybody has
Yeah.
a boogeyman, and this girl.
Yeah, she's 3 years old.
Yeah, so after
Oh, well, this-
returning
yeah.
home, Lainey mentions Booth almost every day and needs reassurance that he is not in her room or under her bed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aw.
So this is
I can remember exactly the same thing, hearing about certain murderers and thinking, checking the closet, looking under the bed.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
your world is so small, it seems, it's just you and the neighbors. And
So the headline of this would be "Child has irrational fear."
Of John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes
Yeah,
Booth.
but
but
That's
there's
how'd that make the news?
Well, there's a thing later in the article where they walked into the bedroom and she was standing in the crib going, "Six Semper Tyrannis."
Oh no!
yeah. So it's just
and she jumped out of her crib and broke her ankle.
yeah.
Oh, I hate
How
What
about
was that? I watched that show last year. You and I both watched it.
Manhunt.
Yeah, I watched it too.
Manhunt.
Manhunt.
The guy that played John Wilkes Booth.
He's great.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
That's
I forget his name, and I should
That's a
know.
great, great series.
Yeah, that's a very
his
Because he's in.
Hamish.
Yes.
Yeah, or Hamish.
Oh, Hamish plays Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
The guy he was the brother.
The guy who
in-
played John Wilkes Booth was really good.
Gotcha.
Well, Hamish is.
I didn't
always
see
good,
it.
too.
Hamish was the brother in
New Adventures of Old Christine.
Yeah, the New Adventures of Old Christine. Very good.
He's a
Ace,
great
thank
actor.
You would enjoy Manhunt, I think.
I read the book years ago when it came out. So
Lincoln wrote that, right?
he did. Yeah, it was. It ends abruptly.
Yeah.
Not quite
I can't
finished.
wait to get to the next chapter.
Yeah.
So we're back to Bob. We're back to metal entering skulls.
Yes, we are.
Okay, good, very good. Thank you very much. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have exploding birds in California. We have
Love it.
hermit crabs. We have a very interesting quinceanera and more on the
Quinceanera.
Quinceanera, huh?
Quinceanera.
Starring Jack. Oh, sorry,
Quincy,
same thing.
Yes.
Jack Klugman.
Quinceanera.
Quinceanera.
That's when he turned 15, right?
right.
That's
Remember the Quincy
Quince.
theme? Ba-da-da-da-da.
No.
I'd keep talking, but they're revisiting Quincy.
I know. I know.
It was murder.
ER is an old reference.
It's,
We're going to Quincy.
we work with very old people.
I have to move on to and work with people who have a.
But I want you to know,
have a vibrancy.
Josh, despite my age, I am warm for your form.
God, I hate that. Just is terrible.
No?
Josh, please don't leave us.
For warm for your form, turd is the word. Okay. No, that's all coming up. Right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental Health Awareness Month happening right now. And some 26% of Americans, according to a recent survey, say they've avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. And Mental Health Awareness Month is all about encouraging you to explore the world of therapy. And BetterHelp is a way to access therapy in a much more contemporary and elegant manner because the therapy is done online. And that way you don't have to cross town and go see a doctor or a therapist in the confines of some office, because you can do it wherever you want to be because it's done online. And already 5 million people have taken advantage of this. In fact, they have some 30,000 plus therapists, licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties that can help you out. Perhaps see what I'm talking about. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. And that'll knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And the therapy is done online, so it's much more convenient. You can do it wherever you want to be at the time you want to do it. Get all the details. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Joke.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here. There's Ace Cosby. He's back. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we have a guest here in the studio right now.
It's Willie G.
Hey, gang. How we doing? Good to see you. Everybody looks good. The dogs are here this morning.
I think Willie's got that my basketball team is winning hangover.
I mean, could you imagine how embarrassing it'd be to be from Cleveland, Ohio? All these losers from Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. They ran ran their mouth, didn't they?
Just trying to get my old man fired
That's
up.
all
there.
right, though. Yeah, go Pacers.
What's the new saying? F around and find out.
What was the stat I saw? The Cavs won at home 36-5. Except the Pacers 0-5 against the Indiana
Second
Pacers.
best offense in the history of the NBA. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Nice. So you got to be in a good mood for that. You're on the road right now. Well,
I
you're-
am.
You're here briefly, but
Yeah, heading to Toledo with Caliendo, then Pittsburgh, Philly, and D.C.
Ah,
Our nation's capital.
Wow, really?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to goof around down there.
Be careful. They have, Secret Service and stuff.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now we have Christy Lee, as you can see. She's right over there. Ace is back.
Mm-hmm.
Ace has been gone for a while. He had a little bit of an incident with his leg and broke it, et cetera. What's going on?
I had the stroke too.
Well,
But,
yeah.
going back to high school, we used the term warm for her form quite often.
Warm for your
See
form?
the new girl? Warm for her form.
I'm warm for her form. What are your thoughts on that, Willie?
It's creepy, but it rhymes, so I like it. It's like a creepy little nursery rhyme. It's cute.
Yeah, I'd never heard that until this morning.
I
Same
haven't
here.
either.
I hate it.
I am warm for your form.
Chick, you don't remember that from 70s chick?
There's
I
that.
do.
There's
Yeah,
like
I
the
do, yeah.
smokes, pokes thing. There's a lot of those creepy little nursery
Oh, yeah.
rhymes.
If she smokes, she pokes. Yeah. You
Sure,
remember that.
sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but
You
brought that.
perpetuated that.
You know for a fact.
I invented that,
Although,
that notion.
Believe it or not, your version's dirtier.
No, but yeah,
If
the,
you put a
Your
cigarette
contention
in
is
her
you
mouth-
invented that?
Well,
the concept, if you will.
But I remember hearing
I'm
that-
going to work on this concept, turn it into
God,
an idea.
He does this. When I was 12, he told me he invented the term "What's up." He really thinks that he is this.
it was smoking, tattoos, and booze, right? That was the.
Those are certainly
Boom,
signs.
Boom,
that-
you're in.
Yeah, okay.
Boom.
I've never liked if she smokes, she pokes, because she shouldn't be poking. She should be getting poked.
Yes.
That's a good
Well, I mean,
That's
but
a good
there-
Tom's is a little different.
See,
What
you've
is
got-
yours saying, Tom?
It's not really a saying. It's more of a
your son is
an
saying?
approach to
Yes, to life.
various activities. You'll learn certain things.
If she.
Yeah.
If she'll put a cigarette in her mouth.
Oh, she'll put
That's again a short, vulgar version. Why are we discussing this? Let's get back to the important things in the world of news. What have you got?
The Igloo Company is expanding a voluntary recall of its coolers due to the risk of fingertip amputation.
Oh, yikes.
Holy heck.
According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, about 130,000 Igloo coolers, the 90-quart Igloo flip and tow rolling coolers, were recalled.
That's your
after
big boy.
Consumers reported 78 fingertip injuries from the cooler's tow handle. 26 of the injuries led to fingertip amputations, bone fractures, or cuts.
Well,
man.
Now I think we're not looking at the bright side of this.
What's that?
You got the ice right there.
You do? You just throw the fingertips in there?
Take the fingertip, toss it in there.
Tow it right to the house.
Put it on the ice, and you can take your time getting to the hospital.
And you have cocktails while you're waiting.
Yeah.
That's a little too close to home for me.
Did you lose a fingertip?
No,
with the cooler?
I was at an event once in which someone had a. I'm not. This is completely true.
I know.
Yeah, I know this one.
The saw thing?
No. That was another one. Right?
That's the best one.
Where the guy cut off his.
And you picked up his thumb?
Penis. Oh, his thumb.
Yeah, no. Yeah, a guy
I'll
was.
replace the penis with your thumb.
Yeah, we were doing some work at
Makes
a.
hitchhiking awkward.
And pedicures.
Well, and your gloves, none of your gloves will fit.
The guy was a lefty, Josh, and the skill saw that he was using was not. You can get special saws made for. In any event, the saw was. He cut his thumb off, and I picked it up.
Yeah,
and you thought
that must have been.
And I remember it was. It's the funniest thing, the way your mind works. I picked it up and thought, God, this guy really needs to trim under his nail.
That was your thought?
Yeah, and then we put it in a plastic bag with ice immediately, took it to the hospital. They could not sew it back on, unfortunately, because of the way. But
so they stapled it.
No, they.
I thought they sewed it on.
They gave it to a local cat, and he played with it.
I thought they sewed it on upside down, and they asked him how the operation went, and he did like this.
Yeah, that's a classic visual.
Up and down, and a visual joke for
So,
you
anyway,
YouTube viewers.
Watch out if you have the igloo,
Well,
the
what's
giant
your other
igloo
story?
cooler.
Who cares? What else is happening in the news?
The other story involves
go right
a
ahead,
guy that
Tom.
had a severe hand injury, and quite literally there was a cooler right there.
Oh.
And they shoved it in there, and we took him to the hospital.
Success this time?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to complain about this or embrace this, but have anybody else noticed how expentive coolers are now?
I haven't bought a cooler in a while.
Really something.
Right by in the Yeti.
And I have the Yeti.
Yeah.
And it's not even the big one. And it's pricey.
Is it a hard shell or is it kind of the bag type?
One of the hard shells. And
they-
it works like.
But will you have it for 40 years?
Yes, it's amazing and wonderful.
And they work.
Yeah.
They really do work.
But I thought the other day, this is as much as I paid for a used refrigerator one time.
Yeah, they are really
Whoa.
expensive,
Yeah.
and I think they have gotten to the point now where it's like, this will be passed down.
Right. And the Stanleys and the cups or the Yeti cups are the same way. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, you'll go over there the next morning and there's still ice in them.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
Yeah. Remember when we had that? Went to Dallas. Willie and I went to see Eric Clapton. Remember that?
Cool. Yeah.
Great show.
Great show.
And we did our.
And Clapton came out with a Yeti? Drinking bourbon? Yeah, I remember that.
No, but I drove there.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of soda water and stuff in a cooler.
Now, did you pack your cooler, Tom?
Of course. Yeah.
No, you
Really?
didn't.
Amy packed the cooler.
Well, the larger point is,
Did you see him with a bag of ice, dropping it on the
No.
ground to break it up?
The
That's
larger
Amy out
point
there.
is-
Ripping
Let's-
that-
Guys, stop making fun of him. He is a good dad. I mean, just last year, the birthday card that I got from Amy for my birthday.
I know.
So thoughtful,
Very
so
touching.
kind.
she has got my signature down.
I bet.
No, but we were there. We were in Dallas for what, 3 days?
Yeah,
And
probably.
we did the show. Willie and I saw that great Clapton Blues convention, and then I got back I had to drive because I was having an eye issue at the time, and I got back in my car. There was still ice in that cooler.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And it had been sitting in the Dallas sun in the parking lot for
you go.
cooler technology is great.
Miracle.
There's got to be, you wait and see, there's got to be some sort of nuclear component with these coolers.
You think?
wait and see.
We're all going to start glowing.
There's something in there that keeps everything
All those,
cold.
everyone who has kids of a certain age will relate to this. If they have a lost and found at their school, if you want to see the history of coolers, there are.
I think you mean cups.
You mean cups. You mean
the
Stanleys.
Stanleys and the
Yes.
other one, the
Yetis,
Yetis.
yeah.
There are 50 of them every time you
Yeah.
walk in. So
Can you even buy the styrofoam coolers anymore? Remember those?
Yeah.
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 You run into
and they
CVS.
squeak.
At a drugstore, you
They
can.
do
Gas
squeak.
station.
Yeah.
And they squeak. Willie will
Yeah,
test
when
to
you're
this.
driving along,
Yeah.
they'll squeak in the back seat.
8-hour drive to Harbor Springs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
No, that was your girlfriend.
That is
at the time.
maddening.
that's very funny.
You were giving it to her, huh?
Yeah. Rock the world, baby.
Oh boy.
No, when you're warm for her form, you have to.
Oh, you were warm for her for
Oh, Pat is going to really regret that.
Grass, gas, or ass, baby.
Can you spell repossess? Okay. Let's see now. If you're just joining us,
Yes.
If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Willie G on the road with Frank Caliendo.
Oh, yeah.
Toledo is
Toledo's on Thursday night.
right. What's
That's
today's?
tomorrow
Today's
night.
Wednesday.
Tom.
Okay, sorry, I'm
Today's
lost.
Wednesday.
I almost said Toledo's a city in Ohio. I don't know how lost you were.
The
I'm
glass
at
city.
one night stands in Waterford, Michigan.
Oh, Waterford. Say hi to Mike for me.
I will. You came with me last night.
Yeah, I love it.
It is, and that's us Friday and Saturday for
Yes,
Patty G.
thank
Where are you Saturday, Willie?
Saturday, I'm going to be in Pittsburgh with Frank again.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be, and then going down to Philly, going to Pat's old stomping grounds. Going to eat every kind of Philly cheesesteak I can get my hands
Follow
on.
me, and I'm going to tell you where to go. Jim's, 4th and South. Don't go anywhere else.
I'm approaching this with the scientific method. I'm going to get them from each place. I'm going to get rid of all the variables and make sure I
Well,
can find out the best one.
You're going to waste your time. Jim's, go to Jim's.
No, I'm with Willie on
I'm
this.
with
Go to
Willie on
Jim's,
this,
but
too. It's
figure
an
out what your
interesting
favorite is.
experiment.
And I'm not going to smoke pot before any of the places I go because that could make me think one's better than the other.
No reason
Right.
to lie to us, but I think it's still.
Just because your daddy's here doesn't
We need a. By the way, we need a master chart here. Is pot legal in Pennsylvania? I can never remember anymore.
I don't know, but you bring up an interesting thing. Does pot change the taste of food?
I don't know if it changes it, but I think it makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's an actual change within your taste buds.
Right.
But yeah, I think you want to eat a little bit more and you enjoy it a little more.
Does pot make you high?
It does, Pat. It does. It does.
That's one of the best things about it.
It's my favorite part about it is getting stoned. People have medical issues, not me, man.
Does it have any effect on the bowels?
What?
I don't know. Does
I
it?
don't know. Does
Really?
it?
I mean, I've heard a lot of people kind of swear by they'd have their morning constitution with the coffee and the cigarette, so I could see where that's coming from. But I don't think there's a direct
There's
connection.
very little humor here. I apologize.
I know
But,
that alcohol does it.
My aunt had Crohn's disease, and I know I know marijuana helped her.
That's what I'm asking. I can remember. I went into what's it called? A
dispensary.
Dispensary. Willie and I went into a dispensary in Colorado once, A couple times, actually. And I remember the...
It's like taking a dog to a bank, taking him to the dispensary.
Oh,
He had no idea what was going
Christy,
on.
the guy behind the counter, this guy knew, he knew everything.
He works there.
But I mean, a fair friendly pat, and yet you work here and know almost nothing. No, but this guy, he was like a wine freak.
Yeah, like a sommelier.
But you could say, if you have this issue, what's the best one? And I was just wondering if that was one of the things. People would say, "Oh, I can't sleep." Oh, you want this one? Blah blah blah. I'm wondering if there's one if you're having constipation issues. You'll light up one of these.
I don't know. Maybe.
Be an interesting a comedic tackle to figure out what they would name it.
Do more people? Do you think with the dispensaries and the gummies and the food, do you think people are smoking less or more now?
Because of the access to gummies, are they smoking less? I would say generally more, just because it's legally available. More people have the options to have pot or to smoke pot. But yeah, I bet you that a lot more people are eating it than they were 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 years ago, it was just pot brownies. Your buddy made pot brownies. That was the only kind of edibles that were around.
Right.
They were terrible. They tasted bad.
Took hours to get high.
Now, is there one? Now, do they design? Is there a what do you call it? Not a breed. What's the word I'm looking for?
A strain.
A strain of pot designed to be cooked in brownies that doesn't taste terrible.
Man, I don't know. It's
all great questions.
I do not know anything about this stuff.
Kind of a Duncan Highs.
Oh, see, that's what I was going for.
Right.
The clever name.
Don't you love it when he gives you homework on the radio show? He gives you a writing prompt.
I just want to come up with the one for the
Mary Jane Crocker.
Yeah, I want to come up with the one for the constipated.
Well, of course you do, because never.
Well, no, I think it's if you ever really had to, you've been constipated in your life, Christy, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't have to smoke pot to take care of it.
But if you did, what a great thing.
So sort of a...
I don't know what to say anymore. I don't either.
Sort of like, you want the chocolate fountain? Is that what you're saying? Like that kind of thing?
The brown haze.
Yeah. You want...
the brown haze. Okay.
Montezuma's.
I see. Oh, there you go. Now we're going down to Mexico. You think Montezuma was pissed? Wait till you smoke this stuff. You'll launch.
Well, if we're going to talk about poop, a pair of Los Angeles residents say they caught an Amazon delivery driver defecating on their properties.
What is with people pooping in public?
I don't know. KTLA shared security footage captured in Woodland Hills of the incident that occurred on Mother's Day. In one video, the driver pulls up her pants as she walks away from a porch where human feces can be seen, as well as a wet spot on the ground.
Oh, yeah. The weird thing was she had to take a picture of it,
and send it to the resident.
Send it to the resident, going, "We've delivered, we've delivered your package and little something." This is like the second or third time in a week we've had this.
Yeah, another resident shared a video of what appears to be the same woman delivering a package before dropping her shorts and urinating on the brick walkway.
She loves it.
And it's the wrong company, too.
What do you mean?
It's not UPS.
No.
Here's what Brown can do for your porch.
Amazon later confirmed to KTLA that the woman will no longer be delivering packages on the company's behalf.
Oh, that's good.
Remember that video I showed you yesterday?
Yeah.
The lady at the end of we've all been there. Where the conveyor belt comes down, and every now and then you have to bag your own groceries.
Sure.
So she was standing at the end of this, and she grabs the back of her dress, and she plop right on the floor, kicks it under the conveyor belt, and keeps bagging her groceries.
That's astounding.
I saw another one, road rage incident. Lady gets out of her car and just sort of folds over in front of the car, lets it go, gets back in the car.
Man.
Yeah.
Are they emergency situations?
It didn't look like it in the one I watched.
The road rage when we had that story, and then there was a lot more to it.
Yeah. Right on the hood. Remember that?
Yeah, it was deliberate. Okay, well.
On that note,
A lot of weird people out there. Stop it.
It's a crazy world, huh?
Stop it. Hey, maybe she was...
Whoa.
It's not the planet. I went off.
I'll tell you what. I'm from FedEx. That bitch from UPS won't come here. I've marked my territory. Oh, thank you very much, madam. You know what we need?
What?
We need some nice, pleasant music and grooving with our Raycon earbuds. Mr. McGee is here to tell us about that.
Groovin', that's right, Tom. And Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. Raycon's quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and They make the perfect Father's Day gift for dear old Dad. And they also come with active noise cancellation. That's hard to find at this price point. Raycon's everyday earbuds are available in a variety of vibrant colors, and Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. And here's all you have to do. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and save up to 15% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Lose something?
Yeah, I was just looking for something. I figured I'd let Chick go it alone. I thought he could get through it.
He did get through it just fine.
Little
In spite of you widening your way around the...
I prefer. Is it now called Bidening as opposed to magooing?
Yes, we're going to go with Bidening now.
That is interesting how it was my fault he did it. That's
Are they going to? They're going to have Mr. Magoo and Biden are going to be the two guys up in the Muppets.
Boy.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake Tapper's going to write a book about you.
About time.
Christy, what's coming up?
Coming up, we have cocaine in the news.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Yay.
And I want to remind you,
no.
that means we got a song from Pat. The pop-up store open briefly. Order now, bobandtom.com. This really cool new shirt honoring the month of May, et cetera, et cetera. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
I'll tell you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, hello.
Hi, Chick.
Pat Godwin, hello.
Hey.
Willie Griswold, hello.
Hey, man, good to see you.
Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Ace Cosby is here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick, and hello, Tom Griswold.
Hey.
What sort of beverage are you having from Java House?
Oh, this is your Java House tea, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, nice.
Amazingly smooth. That's the theme song. Amazingly smooth.
Is that right?
That's right. I've been working on the new song.
You've written a song for your tea.
Yeah.
Because it's so great from Java House.
Nope, I'm doing it. It's coming
Here we
up.
go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you got this.
No. I'm not going to do it now.
All right.
I have Josh's.
With the band.
I like hot chocolate. Everything.
Oh, this is Josh. And Josh, take it.
How dare you paint Josh into a... No, yeah, Josh likes the hot chocolate from Java House. We got our special. I should point this out. We have... Willie probably didn't hear this story. We have, as you can see, two different versions of the poster for... We're coming up... What is today?
Today is Wednesday, May 14th. Why?
Okay, coming up, we have a week from Friday, a special broadcast. Am I getting this right?
Yeah, Carb Day, May 23rd.
It's the day before the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Mm-hmm. Huge event. The day before, there's something called Carb Day. I know there are no carb races.
Then there's a parade, and then the races on Sunday.
Big concert, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And
so
it's my
I did
anniversary.
these posters, Willie.
They look great, Dad. They look really good.
They got the puppets on them. You're there because you're going to be out at the track.
I will be there. I'll see you guys Friday.
On this one, this is the first one I did.
Yeah.
And then I print up like 50 of these. Yeah. It's right out of my pocket. All this money.
Oh, yeah. Right out of your pocket.
Yeah, well,
and I'm with my buddy.
Kids aren't going to get new shoes.
My buddy Sean.
Your kids are going to starve.
Oh, I got my new shoes. Right there.
What in the...
My buddy
Wait a
Sean.
minute.
What was that?
What are you wearing?
I've been unpacking my old stuff, and I found
What
these
is
shoes.
that, though?
Let me see those.
They're nice.
What?
Oh, my God. Those are so ugly. There's no way she lets
really
you wear
are.
those.
They're adult shoes. Adults don't wear tennis shoes in public.
People can hear when you say stuff like that. Kitty cat. Go ahead, Tom.
No, she can't let him wear those.
She doesn't like them either. It doesn't matter.
Thank
I don't
you.
care anymore. It's what
Got
I
good
want.
taste.
I'm going to wear
raise
shoes.
Raise your hand if you've seen this all before.
I'm going to wear the shoes I want. I'm tired of wearing tennis shoes.
Okay,
All
fair
right,
enough.
yeah. You wear what you want.
My point is, Sean, my buddy at FedEx.
Yeah.
I go over there all the time.
Where are you getting all these friends, by the way? When I was a kid, you had like 3 friends, and now every week I got a friend. He's a pastor. I got a friend at FedEx. I got a friend. He's a spice man.
Oh, my pastor friend is the barbecue pastor. He's
Same
awesome.
guy.
Oh, that guy's great.
You mean Jesus Christ Great Barbecue?
Well, I'll tell you what. You taste this guy's barbecue, you go, Jesus Christ.
I
this
know.
is good.
That's
Okay,
All right.
sorry.
So first, you're Bidening around the studio. Now you're trumping around. by getting distracted by your own stories.
I love it.
So we print these.
Get the free plane.
So we print the poster, and then Pat comes in and he goes, oh, I don't have white eyebrows. And this, mind you, is a puppet.
But Pat's right.
Yeah, I was right.
So
Look at Pat.
I did the right thing.
And Willie, I noticed he moved me.
He moved you, Ace.
And then in the process of this, PJ's telling me, well, there's 11 different layers. I can't just darken Pat's eyebrows without going back to the program. So whatever, 12 hours later, we redid it, and then you can see Pat has the black eyebrows up there, and that puppet.
But the thing about
12
it,
hours.
What does the puppet actually have? If I were to go pick up Pat's puppet,
Pat
are
even
the
have a
eyebrows
puppet?
white or black?
Or did you just?
They're black.
On the puppet?
Yeah, the actual.
That's
puppet.
what's fascinating about this.
Yeah.
So when he took the picture of the puppet,
You guys
how did they end
whitened-
up with white eyebrows at the
I don't know.
puppet has black
I
eyebrows.
can't hover over PJ the entire time. I have to go do things. I
have to go find shoes and old garages.
New shoes, man.
I have a Starbucks. I got to go fall asleep in the parking lot. I got to go.
Now, my influence on shoes, by the way, is the O.J. murders.
What?
The Bruno Malley.
No, they were stylish.
Yeah, but, no, they were loafers. I will not wear loafers.
You wear whatever you need to, man.
I don't wear loafers.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm an adult.
What happened to your kinky boots?
So
Everybody
anyway,
liked-
so as you can see, we got the Java House car here.
You know, there
and
is
chicks
a world.
driving.
There is a world where this story is finished.
I'd like to live in that
You
world.
know what?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Look, you're driving the car in the poster.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it? Yeah.
Like you're a 4-year-old.
Chick gets the track.
Did you see Chicky?
Chicky, honey, you're in the car. Isn't that fun?
Hey, you better make Chick drive. This could be a nightmare if Chick's not driving the car, PJ. Make sure he's up front.
Well, then there's another iteration after this one where Chick is holding one of the Java House cups because they're our sponsor. So we'll be happy
Good
to.
old Java.
Is this going to be like when a record has a misprint and it's like, oh, dude, I got the Godwin white eyebrow poster. Check this thing
Yes.
We should sprinkle a couple of those out.
Yeah, limited
Yes,
edition.
you know something? There is.
yeah.
You'll notice this, Josh. There is a comma missing.
Oh God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Look at him, how excited he
Who
got.
told you about that?
Well, no, I redid it because the comma was gone.
Oxford?
No, it's May 23rd, 2025. It should be May 23rd, comma 2025.
Yeah,
It should, but I disagree with the comma between Friday and May. I don't like that comma there. I would either have no comma or a.
I'm not doing another one.
Or a hyphen.
I'm
Well, you
going to
better.
try to do this again, and maybe you'll hear me this time.
Yeah.
If you would spend 1/10 of the time that you spend on the posters on us and this show,
It's getting out of hand.
wouldn't it be wonderful?
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have the frivolity that
Just
exists on the
ensued?
program. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
uh-huh.
Now, what we'll do is we'll switch gears. We'll go back to Miss Lee
No, I don't want
and
to
find out what's happening at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Over a ton of cocaine was seized
Oh.
from a boat.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go on. I don't believe this. If you want Pat to play the song, just have him play the song.
I've never been happier in my life.
Off the coast of Australia.
This is a
According
lie.
to the Australian Broadcast Corporation, officers were tipped off about the drugs following a suspicious purchase of a 43-foot-long motor cruiser paid with cash. According to the Marine Area Command, approximately 1,100 blocks of cocaine weighing just over a ton were located on said boat with a potential street value of over $400 million.
They call that a Sheen's worth.
Oh.
Nice.
That's not fair. He's
Five
probably
people.
doing pretty well.
He was going through something back then, wasn't
It really isn't fair.
5 people were arrested in connection with this deal.
So there was coke on the boat, eh?
Yeah, there sure was.
Running gag or tired writing? Josh, what do you think?
Both.
There you go. So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat, dingo ate my baby. Coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat. A ton of coke seeped up.
Pick up.
Don't get me laughing now.
A ton of coke seized off the Aussie coast. Of all these songs, that amounts the most. The boat dragged, cops began to wonder There might be a lot of drugs down under. Even Paul Hogan says, please explain. Someone has to answer for this cocaine. So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Tell us. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's a coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe coke in the boat. Dingo ate my baby. Coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe coke in the boat. Coke in the boat.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Good stuff, Pat.
One big mistake in the middle, though. Darn it.
How many bundles of Coke did you say there were?
1,100.
So you could build like a Coke igloo out of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sure could.
And if one of them fell off, that would be the beginning of what's the movie called? Cocaine Jaws. Remember what was the Cocaine Bear?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good sequel.
Cocaine Jaws?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I think there's a cocaine shark that came out
already.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think Sharknado. I think that's kind of.
We've
already done Shark.
What's the Meg? What is
The Meg?
Yeah,
that's it.
And then there's
it's a giant shark.
Yeah, have you seen that movie?
I saw both in the theater. Yes.
You're kidding?
No.
The first one was so awful. You wanted to see the second one with surround sound.
Cocaine Shark came out in 2023.
There it is.
Really?
Yeah.
An explosion at a lab lets loose onto the streets an army of mutated murderous sharks and other creatures injected with a potent new stimulant.
Wait, they're on the streets? They're not on the seas?
Apparently not.
Oh, yeah, that's why Sharknado, the sharks went up on land, didn't
It
they?
stars Titus Himmelberger.
He's famous.
Ken Van Zant.
Ronnie's kid.
Miami Steve's brother.
Boy, oh boy. Let's see what some of the reviews say. D grade.
Just right off the bat.
D grade psychedelic absurdity.
Oh, sounds good.
Not enough. This person claims not enough sharks on cocaine, which it would be disappointing.
When you hear it in the title, you think they're gonna deliver.
And this guy says, "Where's the coke?"
Oh.
So apparently it's a misnomer.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
We'll be nomering properly as opposed to misnomering when we return. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Right now.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, good morning, man.
There he is. There's Josh Arnold.
This is me playing harmonica with my butt.
You're very good.
Thank you very
I
much.
cannot tell the difference. Now, do you have one specifically for your butt and one for your mouth?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the blues traveler guy, but with twice as many harmonicas.
Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
During a complicated, hectic solo, you could mix the two up.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. A couple quick items of interest. Let's see. Willie G on tour with Frank Caliendo. Toledo tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, tomorrow Thursday?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Tomorrow night.
And then Pittsburgh Friday?
Then Pittsburgh, then Philly, then D.C. Going to be fun.
Okay. Now, Patty G is at a place called One Night Stands.
Yes.
STAN''S. In Waterford, Michigan, Friday and
some
Saturday.
new wine glasses?
Yeah, sure.
Waterford.
That's where they
yeah.
make them, you know.
Yeah. Is that where they make them?
Where they make all of them. Waterford Crystal.
Of course.
From Waterford, Michigan.
And we have Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
I know it's Ireland. I was just...
Before we get to that, I'll remind you, our pop-up shop has popped back up.
All right.
And we have those really cool new shirts. I think this is one of the best ones you've ever had, I think.
And these
the
quality, I was telling you this off the air, the quality of the shirts are nice and heavy and substantial and soft.
Yeah, very
really,
soft.
really cool shirts. Yeah.
Check them out. Go to bobandtom.com. Now.
They run a little big, though, if you're buying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I like that.
Sounds like she has a
little bit of a complaint.
Criticism.
No, I'm just, if you're buying the never.
I think, Christy, coming from you, everything obviously runs a little big because you're the
Josh.
size of one of the munchkins.
You're tiny.
Hey, Josh, women, am I right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Women like things to
They
fit.
be talking.
You know what? She starts talking, I stop listening.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? Yep.
Because Woman.
Yeah, they shouldn't call that show The View. They should call it The Sound.
That's right.
No one's really looking at anything.
OJ showed us the way. That's where the sound was coming from.
This is Chick Mickey.
Thank you.
Dicey. Yep, you got to go for the chords.
That's right. I got to find some way to make this stop.
That's what I thought.
Holy
It couldn't get any
hell.
worse.
Where's my knife?
Jeez.
Time to check in with Christy Lietti.
Oh, no.
She's done.
She's a conscientious
Yeah,
objector.
we can't make fun of women for talking, then ask a woman to talk.
Yeah,
Good point.
exactly.
You raised a good point.
A Texas woman going.
Shut up. Christy, you know I'm kidding you.
We love you.
She's not going to do anything.
Kiss,
We love
kiss,
you.
kiss,
A Texas woman is going viral for throwing a quinceañera for her cat.
Oh, geez.
KHOU reports Miranda Gonzalez celebrated her cat Holly Marie Gonzalez turning 15
My
with an
cat,
elaborate celebration.
Holly.
Holly Marie.
Yes, complete with a custom dress, mariachi band, and a
Custom
remote.
dress.
The mariachi band is the mariachi band also cats?
Oh,
It was a calico dress.
I've got to see a picture of this
And a
custom dress.
remote-controlled Bentley for the feline's grand entrance.
Oh, love it.
I didn't like this. Now I love it. It's my
Love
favorite
it.
story we've done ever.
Everything about it.
Videos of the event went viral on TikTok. Ms. Gonzalez told the station that the occasion helped raise money for Almost Home Cat Haven, a local rescue organization that houses more than 100 cats.
Okay, so it's
a very sweet story.
not an insane person. She's
No.
yeah,
It's a no-kill shelter, and she's helping
raising
them.
money.
The
Good.
celebration featured all the traditional elements of a quinceañera, including a guest book with a Bible and rosary, and even a father-daughter dance.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you got cats dancing too?
I want to see this.
I'm trying to. Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh, I love the band.
I want to see the
They
dress.
got the whole mariachi
Those
thing going.
dresses are amazing, these girls.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
Huge, big.
Yeah,
I've never been to a quinceañera.
Oh, I have.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I've been
fun.
invited.
It was great.
A great celebration.
And they had a terrific band. Really good one.
It was 3 doors down.
They were laughing
Before
and
they
drinking
made
and
it.
having a party.
Now, do you remember the time we had a mariachi band in here?
Yes.
It was Mariachi Band Day. I
remember.
look back on it fondly. They were great.
Yeah. And they had the one guy had the gigantic sombrero.
One guy had a big guitar.
Guitarón.
What does a mariachi band have to have?
A big guitar.
A big guitar, horn, at least one?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They don't always have to?
But they don't all. Yeah, the band we had didn't have a horn.
No, I just saw one in at Disney World, and by the way, it was about 150 degrees.
Wow.
Those guys, I felt, wow, that's got to be rough wearing those suits.
Yeah.
But it's great. Yeah, that was fun. So she has the mariachi band and all the stuff for the party. It's a good excuse for a party, and then she's got her family with her. It looks like fun, and she literally rescued the shelter. They said they were going to have to close.
Wow.
But this raised enough money for them, so good for them.
That's a great story.
I think the puppy pinata's in poor taste.
Well, cats and dogs have had a history. Yeah, it's been a tough.
Am I weird? I want to see a remote control Bentley.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Oh boy, that's
Oh
that
my
is
gosh. That is a good sized remote control Bentley.
Yeah, it is.
And that
cat fits in there easily.
But you're missing that cat dress is
really
yeah.
something.
And she has a
Huge.
crown. The cat has a crown.
Oh, she's a pretty cat.
And
Sweet kitty.
She's royalty.
no, hang on.
He's a pretty cat.
That's a cat owner, all right. Yeah.
I mean, she even has cat eye glasses in a way.
Yeah, she sure does.
Yeah.
well, good for her.
Yeah, no need to worry about her boyfriend if she's upset.
No. She's got
What a hitter.
Okay, we'll move on here.
Thank you, Miss Gonzalez, for saving the cats.
Or,
Yes,
or
yes.
Mr. Whatever your pronoun.
By the way, now after the quinceañera, what is then next year? It's the Sweet 16, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
No, I thought 15
Yeah.
preclude. No, they.
There's no-
we have 16.
We have Sweet 16.
15's a big deal, I believe.
Right.
Oh, you don't do a Sweet 16?
I don't.
I don't think you have a quinceañera and a
gotta
sweet
wait till
16.
16, no.
Yeah, unless you're a truly spoiled brat.
Well, no. I mean, celebrate both cultures.
Is Sweet 16, what culture is that celebrating? Is it
White.
White. Wait, I got.
Very white.
No. White rich.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Not everybody has a sweet
I
16.
never had a sweet.
I don't know
16.
anybody that had a Sweet 16.
Me either.
A few bat mitzvahs maybe, but not a Sweet 16.
Yeah.
My Sweet 16 was during debutante season.
Oh.
Is that when you came out?
Yeah, that has a whole new meaning now, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Debutante?
No, coming out.
Coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So-called coming out
They still
party.
call it that, though, for debutantes.
Sure, yeah.
Isn't 21 the last birthday people should celebrate? And then
As
you just-
adults?
Yeah.
I think it's
40's good.
I think it's okay doing
No.
21, 30, 40,
No
50,
kidding.
60, 70.
See, I think 21, 50, maybe 75, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the odds you'll hit 75?
Me?
Yeah.
You look at any qualified insurance actuator, and they will tell you. Yeah, the first question they'll have is, isn't he dead yet?
So, can I buy the under?
You can absolutely buy the under.
Sure-
Heck yeah.
sure got close.
Look who's talking
Yeah,
now.
right?
With every day, this
I'll
bit
tell
gets less funny.
I'll tell you this. I don't have any strange being parts in my body. Sure, I've got some metal, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
And you've got all the undue stress from making posters all the time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, thank you very much. This has been extraordinarily helpful.
Well, you're going to make funeral posters, aren't you?
Oh.
As we start passing away.
Is there any
What do
any
you
way
mean,
that
what do you
I
mean
can
gonna make? It's
I
I'm
make
like the
this-
New York Times. I've got the obits ready to rock.
I want to make this official. I want a poster at my funeral.
Okay.
This is official.
What do you want your puppet on?
Tom, I want the poster and the puppet. And
Do
I
we
don't-
get buried with our puppets?
No,
Can't we just
because
bury the puppets?
No,
On the
because
prayer
he
card
hasn't-
they give out at the funeral, is it a picture of me or the puppet?
I never want to
Who's
see a
on
puppet
there?
again.
See, he hasn't read his contract. I own the rights to his voice. So even if he's dead, we can have a new episode of Mr. Obvious.
Well, that's what it would take to get one made.
I've got AI power.
When I die, I want my body buried, but I want my puppet cremated, and I want there to be a video of my slowly burning puppet.
So your nieces can watch
Just
and
sitting
cry.
there, mouth kind of agape, eyes wide open.
And I want it to
Go
look
in
like.
deep first.
Well, you're making remarks. I want it to look like you've knocked over my cremains and all over the carpet, just like
I
they
love
did
stuff.
in Monty-
and
in
Monty
Monty
Python thing?
And then have the big pile of your cremains, and then have a cat come up and poop in it and then cover it
No
up.
cat.
It's always
man.
poop with him,
Have
isn't
a
it?
dog.
Well, that's one of the reasons he thinks it would be so funny you hate cats.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay.
Success. How's everybody doing?
Just hanging out, kind of, Things are okay over here.
What about Silac Insurance?
Well, I'm
Tom?
going to tell you all about them right now.
wish
This
you
portion of
would.
the Bob and Tom Show, of course, brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. And as most of us know, lately the stock market down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, up, up. It's very confusing. They call that
Sounds like a video game cheat code.
I was a Music Man for a while.
Yeah,
Unlimited
volatility.
lives in Contra now.
So how do you counter that volatility? Because when it's time to retire, you want that paycheck coming on a regular basis in an amount that is going to be perfect for you. And that's how you set it up with an annuity. Get all the details about annuities from the experts on annuities. The Silac Insurance Company, SILAC. You can find them, of course, online, silacins.com. Or another easy way to find them is make a phone call. You just hit pound 250 and say the keywords lifetime income. Once again, that's pound 250 and say lifetime income to get some information about annuities. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, when I retire, I'm going to get a gold watch and they're going to keep paying me because I'm such a nice guy. Nope. Probably not going to happen. This is where annuities come in. So get the details from the experts. Certain restrictions apply. See if you're eligible. Once again, you just do pound 250, say the keywords lifetime income, or just go to bobandtom.com. We got a link to the Silac Insurance Company. Like they say, Silac Insurance, plan on it and live on it. When we come back, Christy Lee will be at the news desk. We have an extraordinary survey of things found inside various orifices of the human body that aren't supposed to be there. That's right. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
That's right. That's right. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee. There's Josh Arnold. Hey. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello.
A couple items of interest here. For starters, let's just get right to it. Pat Godwin is going to be at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan, Friday and Saturday. Willie G on the road, Toledo, Ohio, coming up Thursday evening at the Funny Bone with Frank Caliendo. Then it's Pittsburgh, the 16th and 17th. That's this weekend at the Improv in Pittsburgh. Then Philadelphia Helium for Frank Caliendo, Willie G, etc. But right now, we're talking to Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Based on the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database. Of emergency.
The database is a place where all the clocks are melting. Sorry.
Heavy, man.
And everyone has pencil-thin mustaches.
For those of you who are watching The Pit, they apparently make sure that they know exactly what's going on in emergency rooms all over the country. The old Consumer Product Safety
I'm going to be in
Commission.
Pittsburgh this week, and I'm going to see if that show is true. I'm just going to wind up in that ER.
Are ya?
See what happens. Yeah.
Defector has compiled a list of items that were stuck in people in various orifices.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Would you want to? Do you want to like name the object, and we have to figure out the orifice?
Well, I can't.
Yes.
I mean, I can't. I have a list of them.
By orifice or by object?
I have a list of objects, but I don't know where they go and what.
Okay.
Particular.
What orifice?
But I have my own list
of things that you've stuck in your body.
Oh my God! No.
Well, let's start with butts.
Okay, if we start with butts, then we have to go over to here.
That's pretty presumptuous.
Do you want to guess, or do you want to?
No, you can read.
Action figures.
Action figures stuck in the butt. That's right, and an action figure head stuck in the butt.
I want specific action. I want to know.
It doesn't say which one.
Boba Fett.
Fruits and vegetables.
That's not on here. I have a toilet brush.
That's surprising.
Well, that's not
handle
a fruit
or brush.
It just says toilet brush. I don't know which end. I hope it was the handle.
It's pretty dirty.
If you're working with the brush, you're serious about it. Yeah.
But I would think you could get that out.
Well, yeah, with the handle, sure. Oh, these are stuck.
These are stuck.
All right.
Well,
Stuck?
maybe the vacuum was too much and you couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, broke off. There's that.
Plastic toy fish.
Huh.
Sent
Like one of
in.
those singing ones that you put on the wall, or just a
Billy
regular
Bass.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Butt.
Oh, not Billy Ass?
Oh, very good. I chose to grow the more gentlemanly way.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Emergency room visit. This was said by a patient. I was sent in by my wife for a possible 16-ounce glass bottle in rectum.
Oh, boy.
Man, you got to be careful of where you sit with that.
16-ounce bottle.
I mean, I love Mexican Coke, but not that much.
Wow.
Boy.
Piece of a lamp.
A piece of a lamp.
Well,
Take another piece of my lamp now, baby.
Oh man, you hope it wasn't the bulb.
Ugh.
Well, no, we had
That
a
would be a
picture
whole
of that.
different thing.
Yeah.
It'd be
Light
funny
bulb.
if it was a little string and then you pulled it and then it turned the light on the guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What about a ratchet wrench?
Yeah, I tried that. Oh, I didn't know that.
Now, would you go metric or?
Patient entered the ER complaining of rectal pain, admitted to inserting sex toys 6 months prior.
Yeah, that's right. I admit it.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd been up there for 6 months?
Yeah, well, the batteries ran out.
That would.
Might as well get this
Why
thing
wouldn't
needed.
that kill
Change
you?
the battery.
How would things pass by?
I don't know.
Yes. How did they cram?
I don't know.
So in the rectum, you're right, I think. Things would just pass by.
It's like a highway, and you have a bypass.
Right.
Your
Sounds like
body
he-
just does that automatically.
So he's down to one lane, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boy, that's something.
Isn't that something?
Patient said vibrator egg and not sure if it was passed in stool.
I don't know if I crap this thing out, Doc, or not.
You need to look up there and
Will
see.
you go see, please?
Will you take
You
a
know,
look,
this is your
see?
fourth visit here this week. I don't think you're here for this.
You're not here with the procedure, are you? Yeah.
What about a vegetable peeler?
Oh!
Whoa!
That's handle for sure.
Whoa!
That's gonna hurt coming
That's
up.
got to be handle.
Man. A fist-sized water balloon.
Well, hang on a second. Let's
Fist
see
size.
what orifice we're talking about.
So is the
Hang
water
on.
still in it?
It says water balloon. I would assume the water would be in it.
That can't be easy to cram into your butt. A water balloon?
Without it bursting?
It'll either burst
Tom,
or...
take a look at the orifice wheel. It's anus.
Oh, there we go.
These are all
I wonder
anus.
if you probably have to use a plunging device, like you're loading a Revolutionary Warrior a gun.
like a tamper.
A tamper, yeah.
Tamper and a musket.
For a blunderbuss.
These are all still in the rectum. A fishing pole.
Oh, no.
It's got to be like a pocket fisherman.
Tiny.
It can't be the whole
Spinning reel or bait cast?
Lord.
Trouble hook. Still on?
A crochet needle.
Oh.
I can see that.
That one at least kind of makes sense because it's the right shape. It's conical. I mean, this is all nonsense.
No, I know what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, though, and it makes sense after what we've already heard.
Yes.
This
That's
seems
reasonable.
reasonable.
Ice cream cone.
What?
Well, that would.
I'd go waffle cone because it tapers.
Yeah, that's probably one of those.
Wouldn't it get crushed?
Plastic ice cream cones. I can't imagine it's
Plastic. You mean like a kid's,
like a kid's
toy?
toy.
Or something?
Not a real cone.
Yeah, because it would just melt and
Well, no,
dissolve,
the-
wouldn't it? If it
Well,
was
we don't
an
know if there's ice cream
cone.
in it.
Yeah.
that would be
the waffle cone.
Quite a treat.
that'd be quite a feeling. Hey, wait a minute, it's Neapolitan. Don't put it in strawberry first.
Oh, did you use the chocolate dipped waffle cone? No, I didn't. No.
2 poker chips because of a bet.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you can't
Did
put
he
these
win or
every
lose?
Hey, check this out. All in.
Yeah.
Like hell I won't.
Don't splash the pot.
Yeah, that's the guy that made that bet is the guy that at the end of the joke that goes, "If you can't find me, I'll be hiding behind the couch."
yeah.
He wanted it.
This is a good one. Patient came in saying he was playing with a container of athlete's foot spray and accidentally it ended up in his rectum.
That's so funny.
Playing
That's
with
really
athlete's
random.
foot spray and it ended up my hand.
Boy.
Can you
That's what I
imagine even saying that?
Well, I see the problem here, sir. You've got Tinactin jammed in your ass.
Bond.
Here's
Gold
another
bond.
one. Patient said he had a few beers, placed a long wax candle into his rectum, lost balance, fell onto a couch, and lost hold of the candle.
Don't you just light it and wait?
Lost his balance, did he?
Isn't there something called candling, Tom, for your ear?
For your ear,
Or like
yeah.
an ear infection or something? You're supposed to, that helps, I guess?
I don't know. That doesn't sound.
Apparently, that takes away the good earwax. You got earwax
Yeah.
in there that you need for equilibrium.
Ugh.
Okay, one more. Billiard ball,
Whoa.
What number?
rectum.
No. Number of the ball.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go with the
You want
eight
the
ball.
ball?
Rectum in the eighth in the side pocket.
I don't think you heard my question correctly.
You are not paying attention.
What number? Rectum.
Has anybody seen the cue ball?
Rectum.
I've got it.
Well, I don't care.
I assume you're breaking.
No, it's a scratch now.
Not breaking, really more tearing.
Well, the ball got stuck and he couldn't get it out. He had to put 4 more quarters in just to get the ball out.
Talk about 8-ball center pocket, huh? That's right. The butthole.
You got
Let's
to call
stop before I hit
and
the
you got to
L.
call it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to call it, or it doesn't.
8-ball corner pocket.
Hey, hi! If you're just joining us,
Hey, hi.
Well, you're lucky.
Aren't you lucky?
This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios with Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Wait a sec. You know, we forgot to do.
What?
Well, we forgot to do Today in History again.
Well, I'm not
Can't
done with
believe it.
things stuck in places.
Tough.
Well, we're going to come back to things stuck in places because it's time now to check in with Ace Cosby. Ace is back, and Ace, I know you're not in full voice yet, but let's give it a shot.
Here we go.
With a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Ace.
You've been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
What state is known for their tiny soft drinks?
Oh, man. What state would be known for their tiny soft drinks? I can't think.
Minnesota.
There it is.
How did I not know that?
Why do I hear laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Like
very
more
much.
than a couple people.
You didn't like Minnesota?
I liked it when I first heard it in 1967.
Delivery.
Now, we have more things. Are we strictly stuck in the rectum, or have we
No,
moved
we're
orifices?
done. We're done with the rectum. This is the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database of emergency room visits. They've compiled these things that were stuck in orifices.
But I
We're
mean,
gonna
once
move
you've
to-
once you've talked to rectums, where
Yeah,
else is there to go?
nose isn't as interesting.
Where are we going
What
now?
about vagina?
Okay.
We take it back. Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Go ahead, Chris.
Of course you did. Okay. Woman came in, said she was
Man,
holding
you know what? We need a drum roll for this or something. This is exciting.
she was holding a pen near her vagina when the cap dislodged and stuck inside.
Of course.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what she said.
See, I wasn't jamming it in there.
Right.
It just went in.
Other things found inside a woman: 2 pencil sharpeners.
What?
Oh, that is.
The crank pencil sharpener? What?
Probably the handheld.
Yeah,
I'm
it can't be the
hoping.
ones you affix to the wall. That'd be.
Oh my God.
Honey, will you want to come over here and crank this for me? What do you think?
I'd rather not, Aunt Linda.
Now remember, you can't tell your mom and dad.
It got real dark.
A drinking cup.
Just say a cup.
Really? As opposed to an athletic cup?
I guess.
Was it like one of the souvenir cups that you get at the movies?
Was it like one of those that expands and goes down like this?
Yeah, it could be fun.
Accordion travel cup?
The Dune cup with the big
Yeah.
worm coming out of it?
I like to think of Red Solo.
A golf
If
ball.
you're going to masturbate with something, it should be Solo, right?
A golf ball.
A golf ball.
Ah.
Mhm.
Was that
Better than a billiard ball, I'll tell you that.
I didn't play with a Titleist today.
Hitting from the ladies. There was a joke there that speaking of letters, I effed it up.
A woman came in and said a flashlight was placed in her vagina by a patient at home. Oh, wait a minute. Flashlight was placed in the vagina by patient while she was at home, but had no intention of it becoming stuck.
Well, no, you rarely do, right?
Not usually.
In England, they call that a vagina torch.
Absolutely.
They have different words.
Some of these things I don't get, but a drumstick?
Well,
what are we talking about?
Probably not the food kind. Probably the kind you play
Not
the
like-
drums with.
It's either a turkey leg, an ice cream cone, or a
What's
drum.
a drumstick going to do? It's like the size of a...
I thought drumsticks are actually huge when you look at them. Really girthy, really nice and big.
I think a drumstick is real
big.
A nail polish bottle.
A
camera lens cap.
That's weird.
Honey, I left the lens on the camera.
Honey, I'm sorry.
I left lens cap.
Soap is popular. Unscented soap bar, perfumed soap bar.
Wouldn't that sting?
Soap dispenser.
Well, if you
Does
have
it sting if soap gets in there?
If you have a lesion.
No, if you... I haven't
Really?
Put I
I just assume it's a...
You know
put
that
soap
song?
up there.
Smoke gets in your...
Go ahead, Chris.
A
Don't pay any
spatula.
A pancake turner? Really?
And somehow a woman lost a screw and a coin in her vagina. I don't know how that is possible.
Screw and a coat. What is she using it as a junk drawer?
One to be the
Phillips or flathead?
And it's always the way. I can always find the one you don't need. This is the flathead. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to make you squirm now because this is going to go inside your peen.
Oh, hey.
We're saving this for last.
And what is this called, Josh?
Sounding.
Sounding.
Yes.
Putting stuff up there. Yeah.
Cell phone charger and 14-inch cord.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
I can't even put a lace through a pair of sweatpants. Let alone how long?
14-inch cord is what it says here.
Holy heck.
Well,
This
the cord,
one-
once the cord is in, I can see it going easily down. It's just the the charger.
Well, how would you move it down into?
I
you
don't
have
know.
To squeeze, I guess.
This is awful.
The cord's a popular one. We have a USB cord. We have the cell phone charger cord. We also have, this is the quote, ceiling fan chain in his penis hole states it has been there since his shower at 9 last night.
His shower.
What I like to do, I call it the super shower. And I get in there and I get the chain from my ceiling fan.
Boy.
Man.
You might think this is weird.
No.
But,
So you had to climb up on a ladder,
Yes.
remove the fan,
The fan cord.
remove the chain.
and for
Yes.
some reason, as he's doing this, I see him whistling.
Yeah, sure.
If I pull it once, it goes real fast. Pull it twice, it goes twice as fast.
A car key.
A car key?
Car key. Boy.
Car key
Start me up.
in the hole of your penis?
Yeah.
Boy, that's old school. I have a penis push button now. Yeah.
But Chick's got a remote in his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can
He can get it
I
going.
just shoved my phone in there.
Well, thank you, Christy.
Okay.
I think we've had enough.
Man.
Good work.
Man.
Right now, I want to tell you about a special broadcast of this show coming up a week from Friday. It'll be the famous Carb Day show. We'll have people all over the place. And it's all brought to you by Java House. Java House, the official coffee, and Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I say that when I say refreshments, I'm talking about cocoa, hydration drinks, energy drinks.
I love their iced tea, their peach tea, the mango tea. I think
Lattes and tea, and of course coffee. Java House, and the whole key to it. Let me grab one of these. Java House. It's about the peel and pour. It looks like a pod you'd put in a Keurig, but you don't. You don't have to bother with that. This, for example, is the amazingly smooth cold brew Colombian medium roast. And the way this works is you just peel that little top off, you pour it in your cup, and you are ready to go. You just add water, and you can go with hot, you can go with cold or ice, whatever you want to do.
And as strong as you want. It's up to you how much water you put.
That's right. It's all about Java House. And once again, the motto, amazingly smooth and taste a delicious cold brew. And I learned this, which I didn't know before. Cold brew is about the process of creating the coffee. It's not about, you don't have to drink it cold. You can have a delicious cold brew hot, if that's the way you like your coffee. And by the way, special thanks going out to Office H2O. They supplied a great new water system for us here at the office. We can get hot water. We can get just room temperature water and fizzy water, all from the Office H2O machine. Revolutionize coffee at your office. You can toss the Keurig machines. You don't need them anymore because you've got Java House. It's time to break up with the brewer and check it out at javahouse.com. The promo code is Bob and Tom, one long word. That'll knock 25% off your first order. javahouse.com with the promo code Bob and Tom, all one word. Get 25% off your online order. Visit Java House online. It's javahouse.com. The official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming back. We have exploding birds in the news and hermit crabs being smuggled somewhere. We'll find out about it. O'Reilly Auto Parts is where we are, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, text, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bucks, we'll do it 9 to 5 today.
Hello, greetings, salutations. We're back at the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, it's the Bob and Tom Show with Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
Pat Godwin. Hello. Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Happy birthday to my older brother, Jeff, today.
No kidding.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Old Jeffrey Bryan.
Don't they call Jeff nickname? All the brothers have nicknames, and I believe Jeff is Easy Wind. Is that correct? That's what
What's the big number for Jeffrey?
He's 5 years older than me, so 52.
Whoa! There's Ace Cosby. Did I say that? I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom taking a pull off his Java House tea.
Yeah.
Yummy.
No.
I like that
A couple
sound.
quick things here. Let's see now. Patty G, one-night stands this Friday and Saturday in Waterford, Michigan. Willie G, tomorrow night with Frank Caliendo at the Funny Bone in Toledo, and then the weekend will be spent at the Improv in Pittsburgh, and then Philadelphia Sunday night at Helium. Some great shows coming up. Willie will also be eventually going to Washington, D.C. with
that's
Mr. Caliendo.
Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, right after Philly.
All right. Now, we still have Christy Lee over there. She's at the Silac
still have me,
Insurance.
all right.
Willie, are you going to revisit the spot you were on January 6th?
I don't know if I can get into Pelosi's office this time, so I'm not sure.
Put your feet right up on the desk. Tell them how it's going to be.
Christy's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
I'm very proud to be here. And authorities in California are investigating reports of birds mysteriously, quote-unquote, exploding in the Bay Area.
Is it because of Randy Johnson throwing pitches?
He's just out there on his deck.
If you haven't seen that, do yourself a favor. Spend some time. It's an amazing video.
According to ABC News, residents of the Richmond neighborhood claim they have found multiple dead birds in the area. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife's Wildlife Health Lab said the birds' injuries were consistent with trauma from a pellet gun, BB gun, or a slingshot.
Oh, somebody is out there just
kids.
Yeah. It was initially believed the birds were being electrocuted on power lines.
They have slingshots that can cause some damage. They shoot these ball bearings.
Oh, I've seen them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Serious?
Hell.
Yeah, they're
deadly.
Really good.
Oh,
They
that's
are
so
deadly.
sad.
I think the suspect, the way to find this, find someone who spent a lot of money at a car wash on a consistent basis.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they
of
have
the
motive.
proof.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
They're done. They're like, hey.
We got one of them right here.
As I understand it, it's not the bird's fault. They can't control their bowels. They just go.
Like, when was the last time you tried to potty train a bird?
Go. You know those living
Very hard.
That is interesting.
You know those
You
performance
have those
art
bells.
Yeah. Those performance art guys that are living statues.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How hard do they commit to the bit? If a pigeon lands on them,
Oh, man.
will they falter or just
I don't
let it crap?
know.
If you were to just sit next to one of those guys, would they ever leave? Do they ever have to pack up? Do they wait till no one's on the corner and then they can go hide, take the makeup off?
I've never seen one transition. I don't know.
Yeah.
I get those really creep me out.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, the silver guy, the silver glitter guy.
Yeah, they can't break. They can't
and
break.
there's a gold guy, I think.
Do you think it's a rookie mistake to be a standing statue?
Oh.
Where eventually some old timer who's done it for 20 years goes, hey, you really want to find a bench.
You'll get your knees after a while.
Right.
Have you seen the contraption? It looks like they're the only the cane that goes to the ground, but that's it, and they're sitting. It looks like they're floating.
Fascinating.
And there's
I like
some
that.
contraption
Right.
that runs up through their suit.
Right, where they actually are kind of sitting
They
comfortably.
really are sitting, but yeah, it looks like they're floating.
That's
it's
wild.
unbelievable.
Wow.
They spent some time and money for that.
I tip those guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to, for the effort.
That's how they make their living, right? Just sitting.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's how they buy their silver.
He meant tip them over.
Yeah. I go, hey, watch this, guys, and I tip them over.
Tear that thing down like it's a statue of Columbus, baby. Knock the guy right over.
Japanese authorities have arrested 3 men for attempting to smuggle hermit crabs out of the country.
Oh,
According to the BBC, the suspects, aged 24, 26, and 27, were detained on the island of Amami, where the crustaceans are a protected species.
Oh.
Amami. Police told local media they were alerted to the smuggling attempt when hotel staff who'd been looking after the men's luggage noticed the suitcases making a rustling noise.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Upon examining the bags, officers discovered thousands of hermit crabs.
Thousands?
Yeah, investigation
That's terrible.
ongoing.
I mean, the hermit crabs really want to be alone.
They sure do. They want to each have their own bag.
Yeah. It's just,
What is that? There was an old hermit named Dave who kept a dead prostitute in his cave. Remember this?
No, what happened?
When questioned about it, he wanted to shout out, "Look at the money I saved."
Was that it? What is the hermit crab have to do with it?
Why is he in a cave?
According to the
Dave.
Japan
Because
Times,
it rhymes with Dave.
they say these crabs can be worth up to $100. I can go
Each?
over here to Uncle Bill's and get you a hermit crab a lot cheaper.
Can you
than
still
that.
buy over-the-counter hermit crabs?
I think so, yeah.
Well, that guy I bought mine from said it was only black market only. Huh.
Apparently, they're working to determine whether the men had the crabs to sell them or keep them as pets or to eat them.
How many hermit crabs would it take for a decent meal?
I can eat 50.
I was just going to say.
It's like popcorn shrimp. You can have a bunch.
Right?
You haven't seen the movie where I ate 50 hermit crabs?
No, I haven't.
Cool Claw Luke.
Who's applauding?
Willie?
No.
I appreciate it, but you're wrong.
Oh no, I was not laughing.
Yeah, there you go. At the attempt. This is in Japan.
Yes.
That's where all the porno has they pixelate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's that got to do with a hermit crab?
Oh, that kind of crabs. I was confused.
Okay,
so
You know the World Expo's going on in Japan right now. Did you know that?
The what?
World Expo?
Like the thing they used to do in St. Louis in the
yeah,
18...
like the World's Fair kind of thing.
Huh? They still do those?
Yes.
I hadn't even heard about it.
I hadn't either. My friends are there. They sent me pictures yesterday.
What's
I
that?
was
What do they have?
They're in Osaka, I think. They have all kinds of exhibits and countries there. I don't know. It's a World's Fair. I've never been to one. I've always wanted to go.
I didn't know they still happened, yeah.
It's called the World's Expo. I don't know if it's different from a fair.
Remember, there was the famous
Montreal.
Expo 67.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal, right?
That's how the Montreal Expos got their name.
Is that the lab? I don't remember. This hasn't gotten any publicity.
I know, right? I didn't know that. I'm just
They need to have a gag of some sort.
How so?
Well, like the Eiffel Tower or something. Wasn't that part of an expo?
What a great gag that was. Let's go visit the gag.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're supposed to be like future inventions.
Yeah, you got to have
that
something
you
really
can
cool, like
check out.
flying saucers or
actual aliens.
I'll do some homework and I'll give you an update tomorrow.
okay.
I should hope so.
In the meantime, we leave you with
Expo 2024.
with a suitcase full of crabs.
Osaka.
And who hasn't lived that? We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored in part by Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Former MLB All-Star Sean Casey, a.k.a. The Mayor, keeps hitting it out of the park.
Take my 30 years of experience. Take the wisdom and knowledge I've learned from the failures when I got sent down my rookie year, all the injuries I had to overcome. Your mind is the most important tool you have in life. Be relentless. Keep charging. It matters how you talk to yourself, how you look at the world. That matters. We talk about that. I don't know. I'm fired up. Baseball's back, and it's going to be incredible. I love it.
The Mayor's Office with Sean Casey from Believe.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.